All right. Does anyone want to recap last sessions?
I threatened to set things on fire. Somebody else can go now, though.
You didn't.
I just threatened it.
Yeah.
The party
wants to set things on fire.
Yeah. The party went out to obtain further information on our singular lead of evidence, and apparently the entire town is just the most uncooperative and unhelpful people who don't want to contribute to justice, law, or even a basic request. Which resulted in a lot of violent attitudes from the party.
Also, crimes
I'm a
committed.
Spitfighter. I have an excuse.
No one was caught or indicted, so no crime was actually committed.
I did not actually commit a crime.
Well, I'm talking about Grayson. No one witnessed him, so it did not matter.
Yeah.
The only one who could be accused was his weasel for damage of private property, but it was executed. And some would say too heavy-handed a fucking sentence.
Yes. There's a reason he went and just stole the thing because he was mad.
I think you should press charges against them for killing your pet.
I'm sure that'll go over well.
If the pet committed no crime, then yes.
And they can't prove it was his weasel. I mean...
Yeah, basically you were stuck in the court for a while and also went about searching for the origins of a set of surgeon's tools. And yes, the people were not particularly helpful, as the people in this general area tend to be. Kind of grumpy and not particularly inclined to deal with outsiders.
Well, these are in the town.
That's weird, because we left a small town about that, and now we're in a big city with a university, and that's still the attitude.
Also,
yes,
we're not outsiders.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, kind of true.
Which is half the problem of, I can't resort to violence because people here know me. But I'm being treated like an outsider.
It do be like that.
It was more about the questions. Like, tell me all about your clients. Or give me access to all of your ledgers. What are you?
Oh, we just want to know. We just want to know who bought this thing. I don't care about the rest of it.
We want to know about this tool, which may have someone's life in importance here. This was a grave robber's set of surgical tools.
Like, I don't need your full ledger. I just want to know, this.
Look, the book says they don't want to cooperate. So they don't cooperate.
I don't care what the book says.
But yes, eventually your trail led towards Walkstag and Grind's Gimmick Works, where you were not let in because apparently there was someone gone. Ilfrin ignored that and found that there are some monstrous humanoids in there working.
Like you do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to ignore 90% of it. We got shit to do. We ain't got time to worry about people not being there.
Yeah. You eventually turned away and got back to the courthouse. But just to... where are they? To remind you of how pleasant they look. No, not these ones. There. Lovely fellows. 100% natural.
Yep, 100%.
Also gluten-free.
But not vegan.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you eventually the court eventually closes for the next day. It is set to start again at 10 a.m. to discuss the matters of Herkstag, where the second crime the beast is accused of has been committed: the murder of 6 children. Are you going to talk some with the defense before you go?
I'd hope so. Find out what the heck he thinks has been going on. How he thinks it's going.
Y'all stuck at your job. My friend Pog will take it from here.
Yeah, you all go into the room set for the defense and just whoever wrote this book did not expect a six-person party, obviously. And yes, you all go into the room, and the barrister starts to talk. Well, that went better than I expected.
Did we expect abject failure?
To be honest, yes.
Kelmorn is pulling a wine bottle cork out with his teeth. Just sitting in a chair, downing it.
But Kelmorn, we're going to be on the road again.
On the road again.
Exactly, have to refuel.
Boys, you also presented some evidence that can actually shed some reasonable doubt on the beast's guilt.
It's funny how it didn't actually take that much in-depth investigation either. It's almost like they just didn't bother the fucking arses.
Well, as you can see, the people here in town are rather inclined to see the beast burn.
Oh,
That's not a good thing!
I've got the feeling that it wouldn't matter if it was the beast or just some out-of-towner. They just want the fucking corpse on the pyre.
It's gonna be a twist when the beast comes back.
Those lot in the fucking gallery upstairs were almost rabid.
Yes, they were. However, I do believe, given the beast's appearances, yes, they would like to see it burn more than others.
I'm just going to point out, seeing as I'm also in a position that, a lot of people look at me and say, oh, you need to hang. I don't find this a wonderful thing.
You can't say they're not justified in your case, though.
He gives you a dirty glare.
He smiles and starts necking his bottle.
In fairness, they're not looking to see it burn. They're looking to see the beast put inside of a wicker facsimile of a person, and that burn. In fact, they're not going to see the beast burn at all, which is confusing me as to why they're so enamored to see it burn, which they won't.
Should we have a contingency to try to sneak him out of the thing before the trial?
It's a big fire. Everyone likes big fires.
I mean, I like big fires. I just like big fires when people aren't in it.
Right, let's
just 90%.
Let's just get to the business at hand while the sun itself claws its way across the sky in a far too hurried trial. We've got another place to go. What's the crime? What is we're looking for specifically? What's the witnesses? What is our assets we can make use of in that location? Feel free to write it down.
Well, I'll save the starter for now just to make this easy on me. But basically it is about the village of Herkstag. It's about 10 miles northwest of Lepidstadt. And the general gist of what happened was that at some point children started dying. and eventually, but no one really knew what happened. Then someday, the beast showed up, holding the corpse of what was her name again?
Was it the mayor's daughter?
Of one of the children. The corpse of one of the children. There. Elsa.
Let it go. Let it go.
Fuck off. Yeah, then once the whole thing went down, they eventually left the village, abandoned it because they thought it haunted, and never returned there for 7 months, which is today. So yeah.
So is anybody there right now?
No, there's no one there. And the only ones who were from that village and are still in the area are 3 sisters. They were called Garrow, Stale, and Pflicht. Pflicht. However that's pronounced. And they do actually live in Lepidstad. In a mill just outside the city.
3 old crones in a mill. This doesn't sound familiar at all, does it, Pio?
Nope. Not at all. Do we have any pies?
I'm just trying to work out now, in the writing of the book, after that rundown, do they actually expect a reasonable party to think that we should go to the Hertstag 7 months after the ordeal and no one is there? What clues could be found?
Oh, okay. Do you know who the prosecution is going to call?
The mill is here. Around here. This one.
What's that gift for, Nil? Is that the prosecution?
Oh, it's from Giant Robo. They're
I know
pledging
it's-
themselves to Big Fire, the
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah.
And
We were talking about Big Fires.
Okay.
Walkstock and Grinds are here.
Well, we'll go to the mill then. So our only follow-up.
While we're going to the mill, then I suppose Sybil and I can inform you all of what we found regarding the lovely. Let me think. We've done some investigations.
Well, Sybil, did he behave?
Who?
Your compatriot there on the little clue-finding quest. Ilfrin.
When do I not behave?
I've got a few stanzas about that and 1 chorus.
He didn't rush in.
I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking there's a continuation of that sentence.
He went in very carefully and stealthily, and then left before any trouble was caused.
Went where?
He's checking out the old Chimic works.
How'd you find out going there, or was that just a guess?
No, we had to speak.
That's who bought the tools, the owners of the Chimic shop.
Alright, well, handy you find that out somehow.
We had to ask very politely, a gentleman, do you want this alchemical fire? I don't need it.
Sure.
We asked the person who supplied them, and we basically traced the merchant chain.
All right, good. Why couldn't you three have done that?
Well, he really didn't want to talk.
No.
It was
He
complicated.
was asking the other three.
He said
I
the
know,
other
well,
three
that-
looking at them after all they've been through. Why didn't you do that? That's exactly what they were doing.
The person that
I-
wasn't committed to arson.
I didn't threaten arson.
Neither did
That
I.
sounds incredibly unconvincing.
I just threatened physical harm.
See, that I believe fully.
Well,
I didn't technically make any threats.
That's a few too many qualifiers for that statement that actually matter.
I did not technically make any threats.
It's
So
all right.
you don't have any.
It's all right. I
you
have to
don't have any-
recuse myself from being your defense lawyer anyway, due to a personal conflict of interest.
You don't have any plans for that alchemic fire, right?
Oh, do you want?
I do not. You can have
I
it.
do.
Oh, yours.
Yeah. Well, as you do step out of the courthouse, there is actually an older woman rushing up to you. One of you knows her. Grayson, dear!
Oh dear.
older women, huh?
What?
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Where did you go?
What do you
Why?
mean?
Why do I
I-
just now hear that you are defending the beast? Why didn't you tell me any of that?
Well, I just found out that I was. I mean, I'm not really the defense. I'm more of a consultant.
To be fair, he's a consultant on the investigation branch of the operation.
Thank you. Yeah, what he said.
So far, he's actually done a good job.
All right. I guess I'm going to ask the question. Grayson, who is this?
This is my mother.
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, hello.
I'm a recent acquaintance
Hello.
of your son there. He's a good lad.
Ah, so he's finally made some friends.
Is that new for him?
Well, it's not too... It's less common than I would like.
I have friends, Mon.
He's been busy with his studies after all, hasn't he? You still study, right?
Colleagues are not friends.
True.
Colleagues can be friends.
Well,
Yeah.
He's just
I
nodding.
suppose.
It's yeah.
he's
I mean-
just been traveling with us for a bit. He helped clear out the haunted jail and all that stuff.
What?
Do you want to
Haunted
follow up?
jail?
Do you want to follow up with the amount of times he was in mortal danger? Oh, that's right. He actually was all right.
Those ghosts were pretty nasty, though.
And you just see his head just shrink.
We didn't go to jail. We went to the haunted jail to clear up the issue.
Empty
Wait,
jail.
wait,
That
jail.
doesn't mean.
I am going to need a bit more context, please.
All right.
You go ahead, Grayson. I mean, I'll fill you in if you leave any gaps. Don't you worry.
Don't forget the part about Ilfin running into the room.
No, please forget the part about Ilfin running into
Johnny,
the
I
room.
won't forget.
I can't. That's
He
the
goes
bridge
on
to
to-
every fucking stanza.
He just goes on to explain. He starts softly, like your funeral, will, obligations.
Brings up a few
Goes
zombie
to
fights.
jail. No, he's trying to dance around those.
He would, but
Look at all the
Kelmorn
cool new
isn't.
stars.
Like, if he leaves a gap, Kelmorn plugs that.
But Ilfrin is very quick to mention.
Never.
Ilfrin is very quick to mention the part where Grayson tried to set the fire on fire.
And the other fire incident. And the other fire incident.
Yeah. She does not seem particularly pleased with all those events. However,
Did you forget
there's
to
one-
tell your mother?
there is also one thing she is even less pleased with. Grayson, why didn't you tell me you wouldn't be here for dinner?
I thought I would make it back in time.
For
Things
lunch.
got out of hand.
Lunch, sorry, I mixed that up.
Things got out of hand. I'm sorry,
Well-
just time got past me.
Well, your lunch is cold now. But I've packed it up for you. Here.
Oh, that's
I'll
very
take
nice of you.
lunch.
Thank you.
I can give out a eat if you want.
Yeah, he can do that himself. He does that sometimes with our food. He used to do it.
He actually knows prestidigitation.
I
Make
believe.
fire.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he can make at least fire.
And you see him kind of he pulls out the dagger he has. He just does flame blade on the end of it. This is more fun.
Enjoy your blackened
Well.
crust.
But, well, are you going to be here for dinner at least? Will your friends be here for dinner?
We actually have to go out do an investigation, unfortunately.
No,
But we do greatly appreciate the offer.
there is a fair chance we might not even be leaving town tonight, considering our fucking destination.
What do you mean?
Well, our current lead is her stag. That's what they're going to be discussing tomorrow. It's a case of doesn't feel like there's much point walking up there when it's been 7 months since the place was set ablaze.
Oh, no, Hagstad wasn't set ablaze, just abandoned.
This is the one that's been abandoned for 7 months. The
Yeah.
asylum is the one that was set ablaze.
Yeah, I will have to say that out of character. When I first mentioned that, I kind of mixed that up. It was Sanctuary that got set ablaze. The third thing, Hagstad, did not get set ablaze, that was just abandoned.
Alright.
And Sanctuary was set ablaze and then abandoned.
But we're going to have
Nobody
a wee
would mind if we burnt the Hertzstag village, though. We can go do it right now.
Yeah.
We're going to have a wee chatter with a couple of witnesses and whatnot. They might tell us there's something useful up there, maybe not. But we'll give you a word about it, eh? Grayson knows where to find you, sure?
Yeah, well, do you all have a place to stay, by the way?
Yeah, I'm kind of sorted here by the entertainment industry. What about a lot of views?
There's a few inns I'm not banned from.
A few of us live here.
Yes, but not all of you.
If I recall, last night I was at Judge Dermot's with Kendra, yes?
Yes.
Then he would prefer to stay that way.
Yeah. All right.
And Sybil can
Well,
just be mounted
wasn't
on an
fun.
equipment rack. Puts her armor into sleep mode.
Uh-huh.
All right. I suppose you are busy. But, well, should I expect you for breakfast then? Grayson, darling.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Great. Well, see you then. Do not get lost. She pinches
I
your cheek.
won't. He winces.
Grayson, make sure you tell your mother these things. Don't let her worry about you.
Where are you in relation to my mother? Are you behind her, or?
I'm probably right behind her, yes.
I'm gonna give you a flaming middle finger.
Ilfrin, considering what Droid society is like, I'd be careful poking the mother button.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure yours would kill you.
Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, she would. This is not a surprise to me.
Are you saying this out loud?
If they said it out loud, he would say it out loud, yeah.
Oh God.
Did they say it out loud?
Yes.
Yeah, talk some shit.
Oh no.
Okay, then
Oh,
Wilfred
wow.
would say, yeah, my mom would kill me, yeah.
My mother's probably stone white right now.
Yeah, she is looking at you all, not
She's looking
quite
at my
sure.
companions like, what?
Not quite sure if they are serious, and if they are serious, if they're actually good company for her son.
He's gonna try to lead her off in a different direction, try to get her on her way. No, it's an inside joke. Long story. I'll tell you over breakfast.
I see.
Make a note of that.
Well, how long do you know these people?
Month.
Yeah,
Apart from
he's
Po-
going to exaggerate a bit. For a
Apart
couple
from
of
Mr.
months.
Pog.
Are they always like this?
Yeah,
This-
a little bit.
At times.
It's friendly banter, young
Hmm.
kids.
They don't look that young.
I'm older than
How
pretty
old
much
are
all
they
of you.
even?
It's Kelmore's playing trumpet. What? Yeah, see.
Yeah, you need background music for this.
Yeah, Ghost Johnny
It's
would play the
fine.
drums.
See, they just do these things. It's normal.
And while you two are a bit aside, someone else approaches.
Dun dun
Who this time?
dun.
Where is that?
Can't be who I think it is. It wouldn't be fair to just bring two on me in a row.
No, there is just one of you who knows that it is not Grayson. It is actually Johnny. You kind of remember this guy. But he looks different now. A bit grayer, bigger, and meaner looking than the last time you faced him in the ring. And he approaches you with a big shit-eating grin. Ah, if it isn't the beardless dwarf. I
The
heard
busy
you'd be
beardless
back.
dwarf, I'll have you know.
Yeah, I heard you're back in town.
Yeah.
So, heard you left the ring, ran away with your tail tucked between your legs after getting
And quite a bit
beaten.
of money, I'll have you know.
See. Well, still up for a fight?
Not for the next 2 days, approximately.
Ah, cowards talk.
No, I'm literally busy. I have a job.
Yes, you had that before too.
No, he has an actually important job.
Are we getting paid for this, actually? Oh, yeah, we are. Never mind, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
we
you
are.
are getting paid. So you're away all day and night then, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he
comes.
is.
He comes closer. I don't fucking believe you, you little coward.
You can come if you want, dude.
It's actually in the court. You can go check the notes.
I'm a lawyer now or something.
Ah.
Do you believe that?
You're helping
You?
defense.
A lawyer?
I know.
You have a rock for brain. What lawyering could you do?
Mostly threatening people so far.
Probably.
He's fairly good
Yeah,
at it.
that sounds more like you, but doesn't sound like a lawyer.
True.
And
Unless he was working
comes,
on the
he
prosecution case.
Yeah.
he actually comes over and pokes Johnny on the forehead. Quite hard.
That was the wrong Johnny guy, and I'll switch places with the other one.
Does your other Johnny kind of try to avoid the poke?
They can poke Johnny in the head. Who cares?
Yeah, then that Johnny is gone.
I'll replace them immediately.
What kind of bullshit is that now?
I call it shadowboxing.
Wouldn't help you. I'd wipe the floor with you.
But you're saying I can bring the other guy.
I'm just going to point out, if you wipe the floor with him, he'll make a very bad mop.
No beard.
You know, it's not about getting clean. It's about painting the floor red.
He also wouldn't be very good at that because, I mean, you'd have to get a lot of paint in that beard.
He gives you a look.
I agree.
Like, so seriously? Are you that dense?
I have the largest grin.
Ugh.
I don't like him either.
Hide
but whatever.
away. I'll be in the fish bucket tonight. I'll expect to see you there.
I think I have a date with 3 women. 3 of them. Ooh.
What are they?
Old.
Yeah, sounds like you.
I'm also old. Yeah. I think I have like 100 or something years on you, kid.
Yeah, too old for the ring then. Weakling. He spits out. And turns around and goes away.
Yeah, you've waited like 10 years, bud. You can wait 2 more days.
I don't know if he's a half-orc. He might only have a decade or 2 left in him.
No, he's not that old.
So
Like
is that the plan? Just outlive him?
late 20s or something like that. Middle 20s.
Like, Johnny isn't a young sprout himself.
It's a decent plan. Not a good one, but a decent plan.
Yeah. But yeah, he leaves, and Grayson's mother has actually witnessed all of that from around.
Oh, I was trying to make her mosey along. That didn't work. Oh, crap.
Yeah, she's seen it from a distance.
How big are her
Oh, dear.
eyes right now? Yeah.
Oh, fairly big.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Why does your friend have to deal? Why does your friend have anything to do with this one?
It's
Well, to be fair, the man's got his own life.
Remember when I was younger, a teenager, I got picked on by the bigger kids? It's kind of like that. It's just nothing.
Grayson, I'm pretty sure I broke that guy's arm.
Well, yeah, actually, you did beat him, but he was much younger.
Yeah,
and
Grace
smaller
is,
than.
like looking at Johnny doing like the hand cut motion across his neck, like no, shut up. Like
I was in a pit fighter, man. That's not his profession. No need to cut me off, Grayson.
Yeah, illegal pit fights, was it?
There were some legal ones. I mean, the championship, I'm sure, was sanctioned.
And he's trying to get his mother walking again while he's trying to. It's just
Well,
just again, like I said, they're playful ribbing. It's fine. As he's trying to get her to move farther away, like why don't you? You probably need to get home.
That's just him. Don't worry about it. Most of us here are perfectly legitimate and have perfectly legitimate professions. I'm a druid. There's nothing controversial about that.
Kelmorn's drinking openly in the street.
Change.
Ignore him.
I'm a drow druid. There's nothing controversial about that. Yes. Uh-huh. Do you at least have a paper bag, Helmorn? Come on, be so nice.
Fuck no.
At least brown bag it.
I like that response immediately.
Fuck no. This is good quality stuff. I am advertising the fact that this is worth drinking. Actually, shit, I think this is a 250-year-old. Oh, well, I should probably sip then.
Yeah.
Big sips, big sips.
Yeah, he just continued necking it.
Eventually, Grace's mother seems not quite. She's still concerned. However, she acknowledges that you have places to be, things to do. Gives Grayson another hug, a last hug, before she eventually waves you goodbye.
Hooray.
Also, remember, you promised to be there for breakfast.
I will.
No.
I won't forget.
You'll forget. I got a very interesting gesture from that sentence.
Yeah, you got another flaming middle finger.
Well, while she sees it, while your mother can see it.
No.
All
My
right.
mother can see he's not going to try it. He's only going to do it if he's in the clear.
All right. And yeah, She eventually leaves you alone.
Lovely woman,
And-
bizarrely judgmental.
You'd think
The
any
thing is,
friends would
I've
be good
done-
for Grayson.
Yeah, and I've done exactly nothing, so I don't know why I'm getting evil.
Well, it's just she doesn't seem to understand that people have their own lives separate from her child. You might have to knock that one in the head there, Grayson. She probably want to call you for a bit too long in your life. As he glances him up and down, full-grown human that he is. Does Grayson look young, or is he somewhere like... Is he getting into his 30s?
He's late 20s.
Late
He's
20s,
28,
okay.
so he might still have a bit of a baby face.
You're the same
But
age as the guy who just threatened me. Yeah, you guys could not be more different.
But, you know, he's got the facial hair, he's compensating.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of young, yeah.
I see.
He's young compared to the people he works alongside.
Yeah.
Give him that, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably the youngest.
Yeah. They all have beards, so, you know, he grew one to fit in.
Alright, to the mill.
All right. Off you go. Would you take Kenra with you or not?
Would she want to go? If she wants to go, then yes, she is coming along.
She is ambivalent.
Well, then you can wait in the town square until you feel one way or the other. Cheerio.
There's a good shop over there. You get some good food.
I mean, that's also... there. At Judge Daramit's house. But yeah. She will stay there for a while then. While you do reach the old windmill. As was described by the other people. It's a fairly small windmill at the outskirts of town, and you just stand there looking at it.
Is it spinning?
Yes, it is working.
Suspicious that.
Right, well, at the moment I'm going to take this in an advisory role because I sent you a lot off to get clues, and you did come back with something at least part of the way. Now I'm going to have a chance to observe your methods, okay? I'm going to stand back here and watch.
Let me know if you want me to threaten somebody.
You should probably not threaten them. That should not be the forefront object you're going to be doing.
Yeah,
I'll
no,
find
we-
anything
we
like the
just-
last guy.
No, we're going to go up and quite politely ask them if they have any information.
Because we want to find the real beast and get retribution. But this guy ain't it.
No, how about we just flat out say we are looking for information regarding the thing.
Kelmorn
We're
is
looking
taking
for
out
proof
his
one way or the other.
Kelmorn is taking out his fancy feather quill and just noting down something on his journal. Yes, alright then. Okay, I see how it's going so far.
Literally,
We're
all we have
approaching.
to do is ask.
But
in
what do you
case they
have
say
to
no,
do?
we should have a plan.
What do you have to do, though, before you can ask?
Knock on the door.
And then,
Hesitation, that's going to count against you.
And I'm just wondering, what do you mean? And then we knock on the door. We wait for somebody to answer.
normally, after being greeted at the door, you would cross the
Introduce
threshold.
ourselves. I don't think I have to state the fact that
Nope.
I go in.
It's got,
Okay.
it's got you there, Mr.
So you have
Pog.
to be invited
Ilfrin
in
was correct.
first?
You introduce yourselves, you make pleasantries before you get into the threshold. So he's got you there.
Exactly.
I think we're just beating about the bush.
I just go and I knock on the door.
There we go. Someone took action. That's a point to them. It was probably Johnny,
I
right? It
wonder if
wasn't
they'll
looking...
run in the room.
Very funny, Kelmorn.
As he's standing right beside Johnny.
Yep.
Someone going to stand beside him or anything? It looks a little less intimidating if there's a second fellow who can just smile.
Like it said
I am
Johnny.
smiling.
No, bring that one down. Less teeth.
Ilfrin knocks on the door and pretends to not be annoyed with Kelworn.
Kelmorn swans up beside him, still scribbling in his journal. Making glances back at the rest of the group who are just standing there on the sidewalk.
Jeff just preemptively gives Ilfrin some temp HP.
Oh, thank you. What is the roll? Oh, 3.
Oh, he's already got it. I could do a bit of that if you wouldn't mind, Mr. Pog.
Jeff just looks depressed. I'm right here.
Oh, well, I didn't know of a sort of master-servant bit here, but Yafris, if you could, please.
I most certainly will.
Can I have one too?
Of course.
As we just see the difference between Ilfrin and Kelmorn. I asked politely, get the full dose.
You didn't even ask.
Thank you very graciously.
Yeah, the door eventually opens, and a woman in her late 40s opens the door, looks at you all, and that's great.
Found it.
Looks at Ilfrin with a bit of surprise and suspicion. Hello?
Hello there,
What?
ma'am.
Yes?
Hi, yes. We're currently looking into the incident with the Beast of Lepidstag, trying to gather information for the court case. We
I
heard
see.
that you were from
Harstag.
Harstag, thank you. From Hartstag.
Don't thank me, that's going against you.
Yeah?
That was not in character, for the love of cheese and biscuits. Ilfrin would know that. I'm the idiot. We're wondering if you have a couple of moments to perhaps explain what happened in the town.
Well, I suppose. And she opens the door and lets you in.
I would enter in, and I'm looking at everybody else, wondering why nobody else is following.
Will anyone else follow?
And Ilfrin goes into the room. As Kelmorn walks behind him, clearly in earshot. Right, you lot, fucking pick it up. Come on.
I've come to the conclusion.
There's just a small cheer in the distance somewhere. You don't know why or how.
It's Ilfrin ran into the room.
Yay!
And the crowd goes mild.
He said the thing.
So yeah. Is anyone not going inside?
Is there room for us all to go inside of the small old mill?
Yes, there
Just
would be.
Probably not seating, but, you know, Yafris is there as a support.
There is also a living space there. It's not just all mill. It's a house with a mill attached to it, with a living room that fits.
It's not just a
Enough
mill
people.
house. It's a mill home.
Yes, they live there. They don't have anything else in town. But yeah, the woman calls out.
If
to her
anything, I might
sisters.
suggest someone stay outside with the inflammable bird. Mills are known to be places of possible explosion.
One in Barovia certainly was. Bajik burnt that the fucker to the ground.
That could be a problem.
If it's not an operation, though, there is unlikely to be a lot of flour dust in the air.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, we will know exactly who to blame if it does go up.
I mean, you could also mill other things than grain.
Not that common.
You know, like gunpowder.
Yeah.
Sulfur.
So that's what I was thinking. Sulfur. Yeah.
Yeah. But well, I would say it is safe for the bird to be in the pocket.
After all, it's bundled up.
Yeah. Some have a coin pouch. Ilfrin has a phoenix pouch.
Known as a budgie smuggler.
Yeah, you're all invited to sit around the living room table, but not offered any drinks or anything.
That's fine.
All right.
Well, we've told various people from the court already.
We've been recently brought on board to the defence side, so I'm afraid we will need to hear ourselves. I'm sorry to put you out like this here, but it's just necessary to prove or disprove the innocence of our client.
Well, then, to tell you all the story again, the children just started vanishing, and came back as ghosts, and to haunt the village, and then the beast showed up, holding the girl of Elsa, and we drove it away with pitchforks. But the children continued haunting the village, so we left it.
Did the children not pass on any message in their spirit form, scrawlings on walls, certain chants they might have made? We have dealt with ghosts in the past.
No?
No, there are no
Not
way
that
communicative.
I
Were
know
they
of.
harmful, or were they just a lingering presence that unsettled?
No, they just... I'm pretty sure they... No, I don't... Yeah, we've actually not personally seen them, but... People from the village did say they've seen their children float around their homes.
But you have not personally witnessed this yourself, or your sister, today?
We ourselves know.
Alright. What about the bit... I'm assuming it was a bit of a tumultuous and quick moment, but was there anything you could sort of divine about the beast's attitude or behaviour? Like, was it a slow approach with the body and then came the pitchforks and stuff, and then he scampered off, terrified?
Well, it was laughing when it carried the body, and when we saw it was carrying Elsa, well, we all got up and tried to drive it away. Also, everyone give me inside checks.
Laughing while carrying the body. The same thing that happened in the Swamp Village.
I wonder if it wasn't actually laughing, but crying.
That's kind of what I'm wondering. Yeah.
And he doesn't talk very well. It's possible he can't even cry right.
But Roll20 is not feeling generous today.
Nope.
Nope.
Except for Grayson, thank goodness.
Well, there is
Also Pog.
nil.
Well,
Yeah.
he's away at the moment.
Oh.
Huh.
He just said be right back.
Well, Grayson, you do notice that there's something fishy about how they summarize all of that. You're pretty sure there are, while not lying explicitly, they may not are maybe not giving away everything. And they do seem to not be too enthusiastic about you being on the defense of the beast.
Well, no, I don't think anyone would really be enthusiastic about, something associated with, the children of your town being killed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Defending
but
them.
yeah,
I mean, that's
we don't
kind
even
of
believe
obvious.
it's the beast.
It's about truth and justice, however. If we pronounce guilt on the beast of Lepidstadt falsely, that means the culprit is still at large. It serves no good to have an innocent man put to death.
Well, it was carrying the corpse. Who else could have killed it? The child. The poor child.
Well,
I'm
Any number of
wondering-
animals?
Actually, no. I don't think it would be an animal. If anything, it sounds like it was definitely a person. However, I'm wondering if it's also related to the other incident where we found that clearly somebody's running around with dark vision.
Raider, did you actually catch what I said about you noticing something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So Grayson
I'm
does
just
not
waiting.
say anything.
Not yet.
All right.
and you're certain that we're laughing.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
you sure?
it was
And now we'll
cackling.
speak. And you sure that's the whole story?
Was it cackling or was it crying?
Cackling? I don't see how it could cry.
That's not the question.
That's
But Braider, give me a persuasion check.
Because he knows bits are missing.
Yeah.
And then if this keeps going on, perception, persuasion. Thanks, Roll20. Thanks.
Yeah. No, she gives you a hard look.
Can we at least claim we're giving him a chance at advantage because we're also questioning them?
It's not going to matter.
It's not going to matter.
I
I want to see
mean-
it happen.
Oh, wow! It actually did matter.
I was hoping for a 1.
Yes, that's- I was waiting for it to be a 3. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say you would be directly helping him, but it would allow you all to make more insight checks.
Yeah.
And he's going to go on.
Yes.
You know, she thinks
Still
it
not
was
over 10.
cry. You know, she thinks it was cackling. How close were you?
Literally an improvement of 1 on the dice. Fucking hell.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am seeing things now.
Yeah, well, you see that he is definitely not saying something.
Yeah. That's why I piped up with the. You know, I know is that the
Yeah.
whole story? You know, how close were you? Are you sure it was cackling? Where were you? Yeah.
The money. Where's the fucking money?
Yeah.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
This goes 2 ways and only one, you keep your kneecaps.
Give him another swirly.
Yeah.
It turns out my friend Pog doesn't have any kneecaps. He could use yours.
Sybil, Johnny,
Oh,
Pog?
Jesus. I don't see what I'm going to achieve with this.
I don't really
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, Johnny. You also know they are definitely hiding something. And Sybil, most definitely.
There. See, those are the
Actually-
numbers I want to see. Roll20. More of that, please. Was that nil? Is he
trying
back? I'm trying to get you a set of kneecaps, dude. We're working on it.
Hey, I'm trying to think of what
Ma'am.
else I could add to that.
Ma'am, we're just trying to learn the truth. Whether it be the beast or something else, we want to see justice done. Any and all information will be helpful.
All right. Persuasion check.
Will someone be assisting me with this?
I thought that was the insight checks again.
I would
And-
recommend Johnny because Ilfrin's probably
Yeah.
going to be trying to do it later. I actually have persuasion.
And if you look at Grayson, he's been staring at her. You're not even sure he's blinked.
All right.
So
I
that's a
Can I
no.
cast prestidigitation to wet my eyes so I don't have to blink?
Instead
Stare
of licking it
down,
like a
yeah.
frog.
Stare down.
I suppose Jeffrey will go up, put a hand on the woman's shoulder, and say, "Please, ma'am, we just want to see justice done." And
Oh,
you
threaten
get
her
it.
with the golem, classy.
Yes, the golem gives advantage because Pog is not there.
I'm
The
back.
They're
pug is here now.
big, strong hands.
Yeah,
There's no
There you
fingers,
go,
but there's still
Sybil.
hands.
I
Roll with
assume.
advantage.
I
Roll
assume.
it.
I assume Jeffrey looks somewhat passable by now.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she does not seem very forthcoming, but there is a certain waver to her voice as she says, "Yes, this was everything."
Well, let me change the subject a bit then. Were the other bodies ever found? You said there were 8 kids who died.
6.
6. Okay, but you only have 1 body so far.
Well, there was another one who died in her room, but 4 of them are still missing. We never found them, and we only saw their ghosts. Not we personally, but, well, villagers.
Rumor has it.
Did Elsa also come back as a ghost?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And the one who died in the room also, same thing? All of them, same thing?
Yes.
Something tells me we're gonna have to go down there and look at these ghosts ourselves.
And considering the certainly
So
avenue of questions from my compatriots here, are you sure that's the full story you're telling us? Because if you're withholding anything back, we will drag it out of you in the court while the galley are going rampant and insane, and anything you contradict or hold back will be brought against you. We want the facts, the story, the truth. It is that simple. And you trying to get in the way of that so that something can die wrongfully speaks a lot of your character.
Give me an intimidation check.
Threaten to catch her on fire, Elfrin.
No.
Burn this whole meal down.
You still got that
Yeah.
alchemical fire pog? Just set it on the table casually.
I still know what that is.
Yeah. One of the sisters who hasn't spoken much yet starts to fidget as you accuse them and paint a very bleak picture of what you're going to do to them. And pipes up, well, the last one died after we drove the beast away. And
that's a very important fact to be withholding.
Almost makes or breaks the case, even.
So she died.
We kind of assumed it was the beast, that it came back as revenge or something. We found her in a room.
How would the beast be able to get in? How would the beast be able to get into the room? I mean, he's kind of big. He's very noticeable.
Well, that one is a bit strange, but it's not just the last kid. There are the other 5 too. He must have killed them, right?
That's what we're trying to find out, and people actually forwarding that information and being useful will help us there. Instead, you're just prejudging the creature and thinking, oh, this is fine, it'll all line up. When we've now got a question about that we have to go solve up there in Harstag. Thank you very much for that.
It carried the corpse of one of our children up to their parents, laughing.
Was it actually laughing?
You can't expect us to treat those kindly.
I expect you to be truthful.
Country bumpkins. Of course not.
I expect you to just say the truth. It is that simple. It's all justice asks for of you.
Because if it is guilty, then he's going to burn, and there's no difference here. If there's other information, it's useful to know, because if somebody burns the beast and the problem has not been solved,
the culprit will still be out
murders.
There. And you can bet the hauntings won't cease at that point. Ghosts don't like that kind of thing lingering.
I will also point out that particularly when it comes to the beast, because we have spoken to it, he's not a very...
eloquent.
Correct. It's when he does try to speak, it doesn't quite come out properly. That's mostly why we're asking about the difference between cackling and potentially crying. Because he doesn't necessarily seem to,
Emote correctly.
I mean,
correct.
I remember it as laughing.
Well, you would. It was a highly emotionally charged situation. But is that the fact of the case?
I don't know. It was 7 months ago.
Hmm.
How am I supposed to
know now,
remember
all
that
of a sudden.
exactly?
Well,
I'm
you
pretty
think,
sure it was
testifying.
laughing.
well, you think a
Pretty
scene
sure
like
it was
that would burn
laughing.
well into your memory.
I will also
Yes.
point out, I'm not surprised if you thought it was supposed to be laughter, you would probably assume it is laughter.
If somebody else even suggested it, that's what you would just assume was correct. Were you guys even there?
Yes, it sounded like laughing to us.
I think we've got all we can get from here. Thank you very much for your time. In future, it's
Well-
nicer to be cooperative.
Well, we told you.
I had to demand the full story, though.
Kelmorn, and he just kind of pets him on the shoulder. I do have one more question.
Yes?
So, the girl who died in her room, how was it mentioned that she passed away?
Well, from what the parents said, they heard her screaming in her room, but when they came up and looked for her, she was already dead. Not a mark left on her somehow.
The door
How did
intact,
Mark
the room
manage
fine.
that?
Yes,
The
no,
brute couldn't do that.
there wasn't really anything that showed signs of forced entry. I mean,
And
it's
for the second girl as well, was there any sort of marks?
not
For
that
Elsa.
I remember, but I haven't taken a closer look at her body.
So now he's absolutely looking befuddled at the stage. How did they die? Because if it was suffocation, you can't suffocate somebody in an instant. That takes a lot of time. Hello, cat. Black cat, you do not go over here. Thank you. Go back in the other place. Thank you.
It was the cat who did it.
We've been invaded by black cats. Come on, Benny.
It happens in this house sometimes.
Come on, Benny. Ilfrin has to become a cat wrangler.
It's actually the
And Ilfrin just
basis
turns
for
into
why
a
his
cat
animal
mid-conversation, I guess.
Yeah, no, that cat is the basis for his animal form.
But yeah, the other 4 children were never found. Just their ghosts have been seen. But the 3 are pretty convinced the beast must have killed at least the 5 of them.
What, with his hands? It seems like it's a magical mean of death. This guy can't do
Yeah.
magic.
Okay,
I
yeah,
mean-
now that I'm back.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean-
they seem to concede that the last one, Carrion, might not have been killed by the beast itself, but the other 5,
Oh no, not Karen.
they are still blaming the beast for that. Carrion with an I.
Right?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Karen with 2 R's.
If
Karen with
Elsa
3
was-
Ks.
Oh no!
Oh no.
And she's racist too.
If Elsa was also killed without a mark, though, wouldn't the beast leave marks? He doesn't seem like he's capable of delicate murder. I know I'm stereotyping here, but he just doesn't seem like he's capable of accidentally, or correction, carefully trying to kill somebody without a mark. I don't see him of that dexterity.
Well, I mean, maybe the beast wasn't the one who killed Karen, but there's still Elsa and the other 4.
That's what I mean with Elsa, though. If Elsa also didn't have a mark, I can't see him.
They didn't
Carefully
recover the
ma-
bodies of the others.
Right. So
Well, Elsa.
that's a dead topic
It's
right
Elsa.
now. That's enough. Well, looks like we're just making the long ride out to talk to the ghosts and whatnot. We still got that planchette and shit. Thank you for your time, ladies. Farewell.
We hope to put this mystery to rest.
Well, good day to you then, I guess. They're
Good
fairly
day to you as well, ladies.
They're fairly hesitant about the good part.
So is
After
he.
day.
He did not say it sincerely.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm feeling as
they-
pissed off as you lot looked at it earlier. Is this the case of what you've met in all those stores?
Yes.
I was right
Just
in this
about.
place being a shithole.
I'm going to mention this is after we've got outside. This is the part where Ilford says, "Yeah, that might have been a reason why I was wandering around with fire waving through my hands. This is utterly ridiculous."
I can't wait to leave this fucking place behind. Alright, so we're either going to have to hoof it, or we get some hooves to hoof it for us.
It's not normally this bad. It's just, I guess the festival is making everyone extra stupid.
Yeah, you, Grayson, Sybil, and Pog, and
I mean, it's normally very
name?
nice.
Yeah, and Johnny. Yeah, you all recognize this as something a bit more tense, because, well, generally the attitude is the beast has actually killed people and it needs to be brought down to justice. It's similar if someone like Jack the Ripper was found today after everyone is convinced he has killed, raped, murdered, whatever.
This is a normal
Several-
response because
several
the
dozen
mob
people.
believes.
Yeah.
The mob has a common belief, so
It's been in the newspapers and everything, so everyone believes it.
yeah.
And now there are these people from outside town strolling in, trying to tell everyone they're wrong. So it's a natural response for the average human, I'd say. But yeah, the beast itself has been returned to its cell, by the way.
Gotta be one woke person in a university town. Somebody has to be on our side. I guess the judge.
Yeah.
And the judges did seem a bit annoyed with all the just burn the thing, so who knows. So I guess we go speak with some ghosties?
Darn trolls that took the gerbs.
Well, I'm suggesting that either we find transportation or we just start walking. I'd rather
I
a
mean,
cart.
we have transportation as he looks at Ilfred.
That's too long a ride.
Yeah, I can only do it for 2 hours, particularly as I've already been a spider checking out the chemic works.
Didn't we get the cart and buggy a while ago?
Yeah, we had a cart and buggy. Let's go get in our cart and our buggy.
I'm sure we must have stabled the horses somewhere.
Yeah, no, we got our horse right here. He kind of jabs him in the arm as he walks back to get the buggy.
Right, you did. Buggy?
Oh, it was a wagon, but yeah.
It was a wagon, yeah. Remember, I tried to I tried to get Ilfred to go, and he wouldn't go until Kelmore took the reins.
Did you get an extra one or something?
No, just one.
Thought we got
Right.
two.
Yeah. Yeah, one cart and a horse. I believe you bought a horse.
Yeah, we have the cart, the wagon, the horse.
Yeah.
I know we paid a lot for it. I remember buying it.
Yeah, I'm just not remembering if you have two vehicles or just one.
We have two. We had the cart and the wagon.
Well, we only need one right now because the other one was used for luggage and the extra person
Yeah.
came through.
Yeah, the cart was for the luggage. The wagon is for transportation.
So we set
We'll
off.
be back in
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside of town to Herkstag.
Yep.
See how long would it take for a wagon I have no concept of how fast a wagon is, or a strong wagon.
It was about 10 miles away, right?
I believe so. Let's see if I remember correctly, but yeah, I believe it's 10 miles.
Oh, horse could do a 10-minute mile, probably, right?
I mean, depends on how much is in it, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
10
generally, I'd say about 10 to 15 miles an hour.
10 miles northwest, but
So I'd say that's about.
that's on
Yeah, so-
airline, and you can see that's a marshy, moresty area. That's not that easy to traverse.
but there's roads.
Yeah,
That's the important thing. So roads, you could probably go 30 miles a day in a wagon with loaded up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the 10 miles for a wagon is like you're in the countryside. You're a settler in nowhere.
Yeah, I'm 10 miles a day is Oregon Trail time.
I know
Yeah.
max speed for a
But yeah,
horse is
if there are
about 30,
roads, yeah, you could probably
30
do
to
double,
35.
triple that at least.
The regular normal rate would be 20. So yeah, 15 is about correct.
We can be there in,
which
an hour and a half and then back, 3-hour round trip.
so 3 hours back and forth.
Yep, sounds about right.
All right.
As we all Google horse and wagon speed, we're all looking at different numbers.
I was just basing it off the horsepower of cars.
All thinking we're
No,
correct.
I was actually, because I've looked into this for a different reason. So like, I was going off of what. I've looked into this for other reasons.
Don't confuse your Google search with my Google search.
Fun fact: horsepower has nothing to do with how fast the horse is.
Oh, when I learned that made me so angry. Oh,
It's how much it can lift up a hill, which translates perfectly to a car's speed.
Yeah, I thought it was how far a horse can go in a given amount of or how long it takes a horse to do the same.
Well, anyways, let's get there before we argue too much. Let's go.
And I hate.
Don't
Yeah,
get me started about
just-
French steam horses.
Yeah, we had this discussion not too long ago during Monaco.
So we find the abandoned town. What do we find?
We
in
didn't
the
abandon it, but we're leaving.
Or do we get waylaid along the way?
No,
Oh shit!
you
I'm
reach
not
it.
gonna be back in time for breakfast.
You better be back in time for breakfast.
Mother
Alright,
will
let's
be
Send a letter
angry.
first.
Let's just hope nothing happens. I'm just thinking, it's like, oh no. Oh, I'm
Alright.
grounded this time for sure.
We have all become giants.
Even though Weasel's pretty
No.
big now.
Yes, the weasel is extra big.
It's like a regular weasel, but dire.
Extra most bestest Weasel.
Yeah.
The weasel is now the
That's-
compass.
As he bound across the plain.
Let's
Yeah.
ride the Weasel here.
I assume you would have gotten some sort of instructions from the defense attorney about the village.
I mean, assume
And-
all you want. There's a possibility we didn't.
Just as a hint for you, for free, there were 6 children. There was Martin, lived here. Martin, Rachel, Gard, Alan, Elsa, and Carrion.
One of those children is named Guard.
Yes, with double A.
Like naming your kid
All
Hunter.
right. Who hated their kid?
Scared.
I have a cousin Hunter.
Smoke guard.
Alright. How about we hit up house by house by house and just try speaking to the ghost with the planchette?
Try the first one altogether. We might want to split up if it doesn't go well.
Yeah, I mean, considering the bridge in front of us leads to a house, let's start there.
All right.
Careful, you're gonna knock the door down.
Just
You
takes
give-
his giant paw.
Do give me a rough looking order from right to
What?
left.
He wants to get walking order from right to left. So
Yeah.
Kelmorn up front just to annoy Ilfrin.
I'd be up with Kelmorn.
Behind.
That
slap
Johnny will scoot
fight.
towards the
I'd have
back,
Johnny
send forward
2
Johnny.
up by my side.
Yeah, I'll have Johnny 2 up the head.
Move Ilfrin and Gelmorn up to where they're going to be.
Yeah, because I'm going to be somewhere in the middle, so I'm probably going to not move that far from where I currently am.
yeah,
Just back.
Upper
there
right.
you go.
Yeah. Okay. That is not the
thought we-
front. Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought it was going. Yeah, thank you. There we go.
All right. So, tight formation of 2 rows.
True, we should be a phalanx.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't
Here's
we
the arrow
put?
shade.
Why don't we put? Yeah, there you go. I like this better.
I don't know how wide is the. Oh, let me-
Alright, shields up, Estudo formation.
Also,
Where's
give me
the-
all. You all give me perception checks.
Grayson just bangs his mage armor.
How bright is
Oh!
it out here?
Yes, there would be sunlight.
Okay, well.
Yep. I am not. a weasel.
I know where the ground is and where the sky is.
Luckily, one of the people up front is somewhat
He's paying
perceptive.
attention.
Well, he's had time to
Hey.
fully enjoy the wine on the trip out. And just
I
forget
didn't
about
do
those useless
terrible,
old
but,
crones.
you know.
Well, let's see. Kelmon, you see Ilfrin is about to step into a bear trap.
Yeah, I immediately got my fucking hand on him, pulling back. Oh, there.
Get down, Mr. President.
Ironic for the druid.
Cease your stepping. Or I'm about to add another amusing chorus.
So what would the chorus be?
We'll have to see it either be a broken ankle or you're hobbling because you've lost a foot. He draws his sword and then pokes at the bear trap for a bit on the side of
And
it.
Ilfrin pobbled into
Yeah.
the room.
Not to trigger it,
It's
just to point out it's there.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to lose
Other
the
Johnny on
sword.
top? We can use other Johnny to set it off.
Yeah, if you want.
Are you sure you don't have him roll a persuasion check? It's like, I don't know. I really want to step down. But you shouldn't.
sure
but
that's
I really
really a
want
bear
to step
trap.
down.
I'm not letting some surface elf tell me what to do.
I'm
No,
Mr.
I don't have
Meeseeks,
any
look at me.
objection to elves.
No, I think you do.
I
I think
like
you do.
elves.
Especially a surface elf, you know. Go on, Ilfrin.
Relate.
Step on the trap. Go ahead. Prove me wrong.
No, I like elves.
It could be
Like
one of
Elmore
those
laid his
minor
hand on
illusions
you.
I've read so much about.
That's okay. You saved me. I appreciate it.
Do a somersault and land with your hand on it.
So we watched Johnny 2 just kneel down and then punch the trap.
Yeah. Doesn't
Johnny
even bother
needs to-
drawing
Yeah.
your hand back.
Disarm this.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. Does
It actually
Johnny get
missed
hit?
It actually missed him.
Yeah.
Is that really what we're doing with this? Mr. Meeseeks, disarm that trap. Okay. It's okay, they're fine with it.
It would have missed if Johnny didn't know about it.
I'm sure. Johnny's
Yeah.
so replaceable. How great is that?
Alright, we should probably be a bit more aware of our tip and tapping, so anyone got a big stick we could just sweep around the front of us?
Are we on the way there?
You are on the way there, yeah. Like,
Are we not on the road?
Yeah, we're on the road. We're put up there to become a formation.
I mean, I don't want to
Since-
damage the rapier,
Yeah.
but I
Right
could pull
now-
out the long
Who the hell
sword.
puts a bear trap in the middle of the road?
it is an abandoned road.
I don't know, maybe they got a bear problem.
No, they're
It's
trying to
abandoned.
keep. I wager they're trying to.
Maybe there was a
trap-
bear problem and that's why they left.
Right, enough with the bears. It's more likely a squatter issue.
No, it
Yeah.
fell off a cart and just
Yeah.
magically set itself.
Not impossible, improbable.
This could have some new residents who, like the big city and the small town, are also not keen on out-of-towners.
We could just kill these ones, I think.
No, I think these would probably be very welcomed out-of-towners.
We should.
They're just not going to let the out-of-towners leave. With
As
anything.
Pog just drowns in the
We
river.
should kill them.
On paper,
No!
this is an abandoned village, and by God, we will make sure it is.
No,
We're
no,
investigators.
I mean, it's likely that they're bandits.
Well, aye, but Mr. Pog was establishing that we came in here thinking that we're abandoned. We can leave with it being truthfully abandoned. Especially if they're of a criminal sort.
I can let off some steam.
You could. Or did you already?
I
You
did
could also
actually
punch
the guy I
people.
threatened to punch. That was the plan. I
God,
have steam in my
can't,
hands.
I can't do a Rick voice. It's, Johnny, we have to purge.
Let's try not to kill anything unless we have to, okay?
Oh, we have to. We
I
approach
don't
the
think
house.
end up-
Just look
Yeah,
at this
so-
adorable face as he wheels around Johnny and just gives him a ruffle on his mustache. Could you say no to the killing of whoever gets in his way and looks at him slightly funny? Could you really
Yeah.
say
Johnny,
no
what-
to that face? Because you should. Johnny,
Yeah.
don't just charge in. Let's make sure we're hostile
I'm not
first,
Alfred.
okay?
Alfred's job.
Yeah, jeez.
Did we say?
I have not just wantonly murdered anything.
It's not that, it's the charging in
Really?
they're commenting on.
Yes, never in my life have I committed wanton murder.
Why are you bringing this up?
Hang on. Aye, why are you stressing this very strongly person who led a raiding party of Drow in the past?
I have never said that out loud. Ilfred has never said that to you.
Yeah, he did. He talked to Kelmorn and said, I used to
Yes,
lead a party. That's why I always
never-
charge
but-
ahead.
But he's never said that it was a raiding party. He just said that it was a patrol party.
Yeah, but Kelmorn is putting two and two together on them being shitty
It's
evil
just like
drow.
Rogue saying, I've never stolen anything. I purchased these items legally with currency.
I have never
But I
committed
had,
wanton
yes.
murder.
Ghosts or otherwise, I truly hope this house we're approaching is occupied. They will be very entertained by this conversation that
Potentially,
they can
aye.
no doubt hear.
Are we gonna kill him? Are we not? Who knows?
It is
look-
actually not occupied. It
Oh.
seems very empty. And
Well, we still give it a knock.
Yeah, there's all the greenery has not been tended to. It's all fairly overgrown, and it does show signs of decay.
So we think it's abandoned.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, before
And
Kelmore
this-
goes in. Oh, hold on. I've always wanted to do this. Goes up to the door. He kicks it in. Ministry of Magic. Okay.
Hang on.
Make a
Is that your
strength
dream job?
Make
Yeah,
a strength
exactly.
check.
Let's see if the door gets broken.
That was
Ministry of Ah!
Yeah.
What the hell? What is this?
That's a sprained ankle for you.
Oh, now come on. There are
Oh,
20 sides on this dice. I call.
Let me show you something, Grayson.
I hate
Ministry of
20.
Fists.
What is
4,
this?
4, 7. Yeah, you
Yeah.
rolled 7.
The door doesn't budge,
Right, lads.
not even to Johnny.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
No, Ilf, for fuck's sake!
Wow.
As Kelmore walks up and pulls the door open.
It's a push
Pete's
door.
fucking
No.
open.
The door is locked.
The door pretends it's locked. Alright. Fuck it. Alright then, why not? Let's all just jump on this and bash it open. There we go.
Yes, it finally breaks open.
We can loosen it up
Seriously,
for you.
roll 20. What is that? I hate this game. I hate this game so much.
Yeah,
That's too many
Calmon,
sevens on it. That's too
No,
many 7s and 4s on a 20-sided die.
Now,
Calmon breaks the locked door open.
now, what have we learned?
Absolutely
Grayson
nothing.
picks bad
probably.
doors to kick.
Check the door first. It could have been
It was
open.
made of wood. I didn't.
No,
think it would
not
be that
about its
strong.
integrity. It could have been open. It weren't. That's when I bash it down.
Yeah, I
I'd
don't
like to
think you-
point out, I knew that. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
I don't think you're getting the job, Grayson.
Grayson won't admit that. He
Well,
just wanted to do it.
congratulations, y'all
He's
earn a
gonna
prize. He
do it.
picks up Grayson, shoves his hobbling form in, then Johnny, then Ilfrin. On yous go, inside.
He just wanted to kick a door down like he read in books, you know, like heroes.
And almost
do.
put his leg inside himself.
The swashbuckling
I
hero
heal?
kicks the door down, swings
Can
on the
I heal
chandelier, and saves the
Grayson?
maiden. He wanted to do
Yeah,
that.
sure. He's not actually injured though. It's mostly just.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he's not actually injured, then I don't care.
I'm kind of
Yeah,
walking.
If he can hobble around
He
without
twisted his
penalty,
ankle. He's
He
walking
didn't
funny.
take hit
Yeah.
point damage.
Yeah.
Just pride
He's
point.
walking
Yeah.
funny.
His speed is reduced by 5 feet
Good job, Grayson. There you go.
temporarily.
Look, he read it in a book. You know, you kick the castle door down, you swing on the chandelier, you save the maiden. He wanted to try it.
Yeah, but you rolled dub skulls. Now you have a sprained ankle. You have to get rid
Well,
of the
now the
character.
three of you are inside the house to check it out.
I will be investigating. Since we're indoors, am I at disadvantage?
Oh
No,
no, my character
you are
has a
not
movement
anymore.
bonus. Yes, he's fired.
There we go.
Okay.
That
I'm not
was-
going to roll investigation, but I will give
See.
someone advantage.
That's why I
My
was
legs
wishing
are-
the door opened up. I knew there was a proper gift for it.
Yeah.
I'll get a look around, me and Johnny.
So if somebody wants advantage, take it, because yeah, I won't roll investigation because my leg hurts, but I can help.
Just pointing things out from where you're in the room.
He kind of regrets not having a sword cane now.
But
Son
yeah,
of a bitch, why am I doing?
as
You
you
want- you
look
can have it
around,
back.
as you look around the house, it seems in a fairly good state. Like people intended to come back at some point, but didn't actually. With everything fairly cleaned up and untouched. And nothing particularly out of order.
Do we see any ghosts?
Not at the moment.
Here, ghosty, ghosty, ghosty.
I
That's
suppose we
that's
should
not how
probably get
this
out the
works. That's
planchette.
not how any of this works. You should know this. We just got done with a haunted jail.
I just punched those.
So yeah, you're all standing around in the living room of this dark house where all of the windows are shuttered, but the door is now broken open.
We did it.
I'm sure there'll be questions when they come back and resettle this place, but alright. As Calmer walks in and lights up his lantern.
So, yeah, who has the planchette?
It's just in general party inventory. No one cares
Yeah,
enough to
I
keep
know.
it personal hold.
No, Ilfrin was asking in character.
Let's see here as he just grabs Sybil by the hips and gives her a shake up and down. Don't think it's on her. Mr. Pog, do you have it on hand?
You would be able to see it on me.
I mean, you have pockets, Pod.
Quite
I thought it
large.
was edible.
It's quite large.
Yeah.
Can I
Johnny, in
wield
your...
it as a shield?
That's it. Johnny, it's in your pack, it must be. There's not in here but fucking the rocks as well. What? I mean, I know why you've got this one. It's quite shiny on this one, but this one's just an ordinary rock. It doesn't even look like a wee boulder.
You gotta get it wet. It looks cool when it's wet.
I don't need to know what you're into.
Yeah,
There we go. We
well,
got
it
one
rocks.
brass planchet. Very lovely looking.
Don't judge him. That one kind of looks like a displacer beast. It's pretty cool.
I think
This one looks like butts.
Hang on, Ilfrin. I think I wound up sticking a spear board in your backpack. There we go.
There we go. Okay, yeah, I got it. Here you go.
It just seemed the best place to put it at the time. And if you think in your head, why didn't you carry it? You then look at him festooned with weapons and instruments.
Yeah, no, I'm not at all surprised on this.
He's planting incriminating evidence.
I'm just taking a look at what time it would be. At 2 p.m. the court closed. You probably spent maybe half an hour talking with guys afterward, and then the old woman, then a half hour to the village. So it would be at around 4, somewhere between 4 and 5 p.m. So late afternoon. Slowly getting dark outside. Yeah, you are doing the spirit playing chat.
Yep.
Alright. Who will participate in the seance?
Up to 3 people, right?
Yes.
Ilfrin will give it a whirl.
Kelmorn steps out.
I don't know what I'd ask.
Outside the house?
No, just he's not taking part in the seance.
Alright. So, Ilfrin? Anyone else?
Somebody else needs to do this so that we can ask multiple questions.
What are we
Very
gonna
well.
ask?
I step forward.
Alright.
We need to ask if they, for instance, have a name. What did the person who killed them look like? Did they know the person? Potentially, did they have an? If they have a name.
You see Grayson writing a
Also,
nice
how they were
poem.
killed.
All right, I
I
got
don't
it.
think they'd know them.
Seeing Grayson note things down. Good job, lad. Go on, sit down.
You'll
Yeah,
get that
no, that's what
ministry
it is.
job yet.
Yeah, it's like that's all right. I got it. Looking at his poem.
Alright, so Ilfrin and Grayson are holding hands while doing the seance.
And somebody else.
And Pog.
He pulls
And Park,
before the
yes.
seance. He pulls out a pair of white wool gloves, just puts them on his hands. Now he's ready to touch Ilfrin.
Did your mom make you those?
You know,
Very
he won't even
lovely
bat an eye.
lady.
Actually, yes.
That's very kind of her.
Good craftsmanship.
Yeah, my mother loves me. Looking at Johnny.
Mine's dead, you fucking asshole.
But when she were alive, did she love you?
Yeah, she also made me cool little trinkets and whatnot. That was the family business.
That's nice. That's nice. Ilfrin?
No, mine
Are
did
you
not
ready to
like
start
me.
the seance?
Yes, I'm very ready to start the seance. For the love of
And
all
so
that is
we
holy,
begin.
let's start. before
Ring
I-
in the weasel.
Is there a
The
weasel?
crushes all.
Is there a weasel in this room? Make your presence known.
He
Is there a weasel on board?
He just pulls a weasel out of his pack
I
and pulls
start
out
the
his
seance.
decorated dagger.
I started.
Yeah,
You must
That
have
was-
a blood sacrifice.
that was
In the
not
name of
participating in the seance.
Sarah.
That was not participating in the seance. Make me perception checks.
In the name of Mistara, I grant you a sacrifice. He stabs the weasel.
A 20 on
Ooh.
perception?
Very nice.
Nice.
Elmorn's just too pleased with
Alright.
how he got away with that little burn on Ilfrin. Make him incredibly... You're talking about my virtue. Let's start the seance. Hey.
Yeah,
What else were you
He
He
thinking I
knows
was
what
going
you're
to say?
doing.
that was good. Yeah, that was
He
pretty
knows
good.
what you were saying, and he doesn't appreciate it.
You
There
can't
might
prove
be a sore spot.
You can't prove it.
Can't prove it. He's rather genuine about what he asks most of the time.
Alright, Sybil?
This is when I point out that Kelmorn doesn't actually have proficiency in deception, persuasion, or intimidation.
I was bringing in ink.
Okay.
Wait, we need ink? I have all the ink we need, I feel. I make it myself.
Oh, that's it. You put on your special glove, and then there's just ink seeping onto Ilfrin's hand, but he can't actually see in the light.
Sybil? Perception?
Yeah, they're Rorschach gloves, you know?
Yeah, we're keeping
Now
an
tell
eye
me,
out.
what do you see? He holds up 5 fingers.
Alright, Johnny is the only one who notices a ghostly figure appearing and approaching Ilfrin. You have a round to react.
I mean, we did kind of hope this would happen, so you
Yeah,
know.
well, Johnny, what do you do?
Oh, step away for a second. What did I miss?
You're the only one who has noticed that a ghostly spirit is stepping towards Ilfrin, or floating.
Child-sized.
I guess I'm just gonna warn the party. Hey, fucking tap Kelmorn. Look at this fucking. Should we warn him?
Oh, it's kind of what. Oh, right.
Well, you're the only one who notices it in time.
Can I just put other Johnny in between Ilfrin and the child?
You want to put your Johnny
Yeah.
between Ilfrin and the child. I got you.
Let's see.
Oh, come on, man. This is a Christian campaign.
Very much not
Please,
so. There's too many faiths.
please add yourself to the things I had to clear it up because I didn't do that last time. Just roll again.
All of us?
I'll correct you. Yeah,
Oh,
this is combat.
Okay. Because I didn't know. if it
So,
was
obviously,
just
it's
the
not going
people.
well. Again, there's no fucking point in us using the spirit board, apparently.
It might be after. But right now, there is...
Well, I'll be able to be back in a second. Gonna get a drink.
Hey, I rolled above a 10. Look at that.
You had a good roll earlier, just not the athletics.
Yeah, you still have 4, 7, 4, 4, 4, 7, 7. It's like I don't really think I. How can I get my dice to be above d8s? Like it's a
You just gotta
d20,
roll
but
real
half of those sides don't exist. You know.
Yes, half of them don't.
At least when I play Blood Bowl, I can say, well, it's a 6-sided die, so of course it's going to be awful. But no, this has no reason to be. That's why I wish when they were making this new edition of Blood Bowl, I was like, use d12s, please. You know, broaden the range by like double, at least.
Alright. What does Johnny do?
We teleport other Johnny in the way. See if it even notices him.
And with your action?
I will just alert everybody near me. I hate this fucking thing. It's just this talking. I don't want to punch the ghost. It seems like a bad idea.
Is it?
I mean, it seems to be attacking Ilfrin, so I'm not really in any danger.
It's trying to touch him, at least.
It's
Should
a
I
child
tackle
ghost.
Ilfrin?
What if it runs off to its parent ghost?
I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll just switch places with other Johnny, and I'll just stand there.
Alright. Then the child will actually do an attack on Ilfrin.
Oh boy.
There's a 14 hit.
Well,
No.
they are having to sit for the seance, right?
Well, Johnny's there to run
Yes.
interference, so it would be fair.
What are you
Yeah.
doing? Shut up.
But even with the advantage, it actually fails. Oh, I was rolling to GM.
You know, it just definitely does not hit.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hit. You are kind of alerted by the call and see the ghostly child floating towards you, trying to touch your face. And you
And
do not
sudden
like
Johnny.
it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
And Johnny.
I don't want to punch you, Ghost. Can you please not do what you're doing? I'm ready myself to punch. If it goes for another attack, I'm gonna punch the shit out of it.
Yeah. It does not appear to be concerned about what you want or not want.
Well, it's a child. That's reasonable. I will still hold my punch until it attacks again.
Alright. Also, this is not representative. I assume you're all cramped enough inside to get into range of the child and out of it.
Yeah.
Alright, Grayson. Do you have any reservations about stabbing a ghost child?
Kind of. I mean, all it did was try to touch Ilfrin, right? It wasn't trying to.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a knife.
Yeah. I will draw my sword, but hold a caustic blade.
All right. Pog.
Ghosts don't count as humanoids, do they?
Nope. They count as undead.
Don't attack her until we know if she's actually hostile.
Yeah, see if I could restrain the ghost, but
Wait, would you have let the ghost touch your face, Elfrin?
Was it a threatening touch?
I mean, open palm, right in your face.
He would have tried to avoid it, probably, yes, and then would have
Yeah.
tried to speak to the girl. Open
Yeah.
palm touching, not like reach out and curious touch. Okay, yeah. He's going to assume that's probably not a grand idea, but he's going to still try to talk her down.
Yeah, the ghost child has a kind of unpleasant grin on its face that doesn't strike you as harmless.
Oh, great. That's the one I wanted to see. Let's try to talk the ghost down, and if she doesn't get talked down, then we do something.
Didn't work so well last time I tried.
So, Pog.
Oh, I don't want to murder a child.
Already dead.
I mean, I was gonna say, child's already dead.
I don't want to re-murder a child.
On?
Like refried beans. It's even
on
better second
Ilfrin.
time.
On Elfrin. Alright.
So what's going on me?
Protection from
Protect
evil.
from evil and good.
Oh, thank goodness.
My roll 20 isn't automatically scrolling down when people do shit. It's annoying as hell.
Yeah, no, okay, so it's not just me. Yeah.
And then I back up from the table.
Alright.
He ran away.
Wise.
He flicks his fingers and then he just leaves.
Yeah, since it didn't have much success with Elfrin and Johnny. Let's see if you can avoid a hug. Yeah, probably.
Been avoiding hugs my whole life.
Hey, I thought you said your mother loved you.
She just gave me shit, not hugs.
Not us. That's right, you're a dwarf.
She gave me all these rocks.
Yeah, Elfrin.
I don't necessarily. I'm gonna hold action. And
We have anyone that knows Speak with Dead? Is that a thing?
Planchette should have worked for that, but
yeah, I'm gonna hold action if I have to.
We could also just try to speak with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. If she tries to attack somebody again, I will consider trying to set her on fire. But little girl, whose house is this? Is this Carrion's house?
This was Ellen.
Ellen.
Karen's house was over here.
Okay.
Elsa's was here. These three are the other children.
Ellen, we've come here to talk about who murdered you. We're trying to solve your murder and bring them to justice. Would you consider talking with us?
It does not seem very responsive to that.
Your mommy and daddy would probably appreciate it if they knew what happened to you. They might be able to move back. if they learn that.
Still doesn't react.
Oh, bugger. I think we're gonna have to dissuade her, guys.
I'm gonna wrestle it.
Is there anything I can do that doesn't hurt her? I don't want to hurt her. This is very awkward.
Turn into a cat or something. Fluffy.
I don't think that's gonna actually help the situation. Yeah, I guess I'm actually gonna attack her, and I really don't want to, but I'm gonna.
But let it be known that of the entire group, Ilfrin drew first blood on the child ghost.
Or at least
am
attempted
literally.
to.
Let's just all
Alright.
keep this in mind. Everyone else is thinking, we'll just wait this out, but they immediately go for the kill.
No! I
Even Johnny
literally
held his
said,
fists.
I'm looking at everybody else. What am I supposed to do here?
Exercise the ghost.
Tell the little shit.
How?
Tell the little shit to stop.
Goes.
I mean, can you not?
It cannot not.
That's it. You're grounded.
Okay.
Try
what
to keep
happens-
it from floating. You're welcome to try.
What happens if we try to hug her? Do we just go through her?
Find
You can
out.
try.
I'm gonna hug the ghost. Why not? I will try and hug the ghost. I'm getting harassed. I will try to hug the ghost.
Goodbye.
Well, I
Fuck
would
me,
say that counts as an attack of opportunity. And would probably automatically hit because you're not trying to avoid it.
And she stabs you in the back.
A hug of opportunity.
Uh,
I mean, they have disadvantage, so I mean, I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. So there you go.
If anyone should
do-
hug the ghost, you should, because then Kelmorn can write
Do
a
make
song
me
about it.
a DC 12 con save. You just take 13 necrotic damage.
Ow!
And Ilfrin ran into the ghost.
Face for
As
There you go.
It enthusiastically hugs you back. And you feel
Ow.
the life getting sapped out of your bones.
What does his face look like while it's doing this?
Kelmorn's just rubbing his face and pinching his nose.
What does the face look? Does the face change to an
We're
expression?
killing
Of
the
the
ghost.
ghost? Of the
Yeah.
ghost? It seems gleeful almost.
Yeah, this
So
is
not
evil
evil,
ghost.
okay.
We kill ghosts.
Aye, that were evident. Good job on touching the thing that sucks the life out of all living things around it.
I mean, does that
I
count as an
mean,
attack
technically-
of my
It
health?
reminds me of a
action for
funny
punching?
tale of a cleric who tried to drain the
Sure.
life force out of a ghost.
Oh,
Sure.
Don't even get me started on that.
I cast necrotic damage
Y'all
on the
bullied me
wraith.
out of attacking it. Just saying.
I had a nickel for every time this happened. I would have 2 nickels. It's not many, but it's weird that it happened twice.
That is a hit.
So
The
Jeff,
13 hits.
standing right next to this, can he act? Because I have not. he
Yeah,
has not
I guess you could have also have him prepare an action with your bonus.
Yeah, he's punching the ghost.
Yeah, he punches it. Also hits.
Oh, there's a hit.
As this kid just gets a backhand from both of these meaty fists on each side of the head.
Very rude. Bad child.
Okay, we're opening fire on this thing. All right.
Just the visual. Ilfrin hugs the ghost. Then 2 fists collide on its head.
To be fair, it is... The fists were immediately followed after Ilfrin said, "Ow, my fucking life force, my soul is gone."
My bones.
It was a badass mid-ghost high five.
You know,
The
I just
17
like to
hits
think
too.
Instead of attacking, if it matters, that's acid damage.
Ah,
They start tripping.
it does.
But,
It does matter.
Okay. I was using a caustic blade.
Yes, it does matter. Mainly because, well,
It's resistant to acid, probably.
yeah.
But I didn't know how hard it was going to be to hit with the way I was rolling. At least if I missed, I could still roll 1d6 acid damage. It's kind of a me trying to call roll 20 on these BS rolls.
At least you didn't heal the thing.
I mean, I do have the ghost that looks like a grenade. I could always use that. Just,
Yes, use ghost energy on ghosts.
Yep. Hit it
Yeah,
right
what
with
could go
necrotic.
wrong?
Necrotic damage.
that'll take care of it, right?
Yep.
All right, Sybil's
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah.
I take a step back.
All right.
And I go to exercise it, because why not?
Yeah, your weapon's free.
Yeah, that's a hit. And lightning crackles through it. And seems to erode it somewhat.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right. Gilmore.
Well, it's rather obvious she's a horrible wee cretin. Let's, a lot of implications here we gotta think about, really, but first of all, eat stab. It's a lot of 13s, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
like
I mean,
this time.
we've already established that roll 20. It's like the solitaire collection.
Although,
It has a
that is
limited
max
number of
damage on the
speed.
knife. And it is
It is a good.
is an inherently magical knife, too.
Yeah, it is a good knife.
Long knife.
And I don't. Is the vicious longsword magical?
Yes, it is magical.
There we
Yes,
go
that
then.
is also a hit.
No, there's no point using a bardic inspiration. That's my turn.
All
Just
right,
carve a
Johnny.
little bent up.
Alright, well, I guess I gotta fucking go in on this thing for deciding we're gonna punch it.
Hey, put it fuck down.
You're grounded.
I've got suspicions now.
All right. That
Alright,
is your
another
action.
one. Yeah, bonus
That
action
is a-
punch.
That is a miss.
And I'll just bring other Johnny closer into the fray, I guess.
All right. Then Grayson.
Haha. Okay.
As you all wail on the child.
He started it.
I tried to hug it.
That's a miss.
I don't want to murder a child,
Yeah.
Ghost.
That's gonna be all I got for the moment.
All right. Pog.
Hmm. Let's see. You monsters attacking a child. And then I cast Sacred Flame on it.
All right.
It's holy, which means God says it's okay.
I'm not sure.
God told you to
it makes
sacrifice
it.
your only son, would you?
It does avoid.
This ghost child has a surprising amount of HP.
Yes,
Punch it.
that hits. And it's barely holding on, it seems. Kind of fraying around the edges.
Is it willing to talk now?
No, doesn't seem like it, but it seems to try and find a place to stay inside Johnny. A 16.
Actually
Does
misses.
not hit. Yeah, does not hit. Alright. Different. Will you put the ghost child out of its misery?
Yes. I hate every minute of it, but yes.
But you could hug it again.
You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable, but you know.
Well,
I mean, let's see if they hit first.
yeah.
What is right is not always what is easy.
I'm using the
That's quite a lot. Do you-
Setting the house on fire?
Yeah, that goes in a straight line across the ground.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's not going to set the building on fire. For the love of God.
Why wouldn't it?
Well, it doesn't say it in the spell text, to be fair.
Yeah, it would say
Yeah.
if it lights it on fire. That's why I'm like,
Probably
No,
a
it's gonna be
scorch
a
mark
problem.
across the floor, though.
yeah.
Yeah. At least.
It doesn't say anything about setting it on fire, therefore it doesn't set it on fire. It would say it in the thing.
But it is a line of roaring fire.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. I mean, you can cast fireball and the room doesn't catch on fire.
Yeah, you can
There
throw
you go.
acid on people and it doesn't do anything to stonework or metalwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
the game's
the
weird
pe-
like that, isn't it?
Well, depends on the assets. There are assets that are.
It's alright,
kind
only
of
Johnny gets
selective.
hurt. I would have had to move into close combat after all.
Oh, there you go.
I just swap with other Johnny before it comes
Yeah.
through.
But yeah, the child dissipates. Either way, I'm just wondering if anything else might happen. Actually, roll me a D100 to see if anything flammable is in the way.
I would hope not. I mean, if I see anything flammable, I wouldn't do it.
Oh yes, there is something flammable in the way.
What is flammable?
Some old dried flowers near the curtains.
I mean, that's a
Okay, then
super
we-
sin for a druid, right?
No, it's already dead. In which case, I would just happily hop up, throw it out the window.
Yeah.
I assume the curtains are also on fire.
Yeah, it's a small fire. You can put it out. But there's
Yeah,
still
just
a
put it
moment
out.
of shit. The house is on fire.
We could,
So-
but Ilfrin did it, so we just wait for him to put it out. Watching as the
I just-
conflagration grows in the room.
I just
Town
pat it
hall
out.
somewhere.
There we go, problem solved. And I go to sit back down.
Right, after
Let's try this
Ilfrin,
again.
after Ilfrin's mess there, what were you about to say, Sybil?
No, I was just commenting, the druid. Oh, the flowers are dead. Doesn't matter. The child is dead. That matters.
The hypocrisy.
The flowers are already dead. They've been
So is
picked.
the child.
More importantly,
Yes.
on this topic, I believe we can safely estimate that there is a malign influence at work here. But it's a case of this child was acting with undead malice.
Indeed.
And if we consider that with, for example, if we examine Ilfrin here, pull your fucking scarf down, take a look here. Do we see marks upon the body of our friend Ilfrin here?
Nope.
We
That might
have.
explain.
Aye.
He looks a bit paler than usual, but or whatever counts as pale for Drow.
Yeah, I'll also take the opportunity to. Yeah, I've got my full spell slots to give him a cure wounds.
So we could suggest to the court that the ghosts were actually here before the children died.
Well, a chain, if you will. One ghost forms, possibly through some mysterious circumstances. This may in fact be a willful act, not just a lingering undead thing. But the procession of kids killed by mysterious and unmarked circumstances. Ilfrin, what'd that feel like?
Like my life force was getting sucked out of me?
It's the kind of thing that a child would scream about and then not be able to say anything because they'd be dead in an instant, eh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Aye. Let's check out the rest of the houses. I don't think we're going to get a response in this one.
Well,
No.
should we at least
You
try?
could try.
Yeah.
I mean, we only have it once per day, don't we?
Well, if you want.
You didn't complete it, so
Right, but we couldn't do it in the next house if we do it here.
It's individual.
Yeah.
Let me just go. There we go. All right, on you go as he finds a chair to sit in.
Wonder
You
what's going to
could-
appear this time.
You could also try it in another house, yeah. Like,
Well, we'll just do this one
Uh,
since this house is clear. It just seems
Let's
like you
give it
wouldn't
a
get.
whirl.
It just seems like you wouldn't get an answer in a house where you've killed the ghost.
yeah. I mean, this is the house of a child which doesn't really have anything particular or curious about it. Like, Elsa's house, which was the child that the beast brought to their parents.
No wonder
And
this
Carrion.
ghost is annoyed. She's not even a main character in a death.
Yeah.
You are
And-
literally just a statistic.
And Carrion over here was the one who died after the beast was chased away.
So obviously we should try to go to Elsa and Kieran's house first.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Elsa would have probably seen the beast, but Karen might be able to tell us more about why this even happened. I don't know.
They're gonna tell us which kid choked the life out of them, probably. Did you remember that spell slot? Yes, I did. And yeah, you remembered to subtract your temp HP first, yeah, Elephant?
Oh yeah, I need to do that. I forgot.
And there's some more to top off.
To replace.
There we go. So I guess we try to go talk to.
We'll do
Elsa?
Elsa. Well, her house is closer, right?
Yeah.
Aye, we'll go talk with Elsa.
All right. Someone give me 1d100.
On it.
No, no! Oh, yo! There's
That's
the other
good,
side.
right?
Yes, it is good.
That's how many
Okay,
ghosts
thank God.
emerge.
I was going to say that
It's
I
all
just
the weasel
TPK us. Did I just do a TPK? It's like-
No, high is okay. High is good.
Oh, shit. Don't think I've ever done that before.
But as you do march down that road, you do see what looks at first glance to be somewhat like a scarecrow that has fallen over. But as you get closer, it turns out to be a dead person. Bones and cloth. And around his ankle, there is actually a bear trap.
That'll be common fashion accessory.
That could've
So
been
this
different.
is. Yeah, don't even. So yeah, this clearly wasn't here when they left. This is evidence.
Aye. Johnny too, would you mind, please?
Yeah, I'll let him touch this for sure.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Disarm this trap.
He's even the right
Okay.
color.
trap is a-
Exactly.
In the trap
That's-
already sprung.
It is.
Yes,
What
it
I
is
want.
clamped out around his leg.
What I want is to
wants him
check
to
over the
open it.
corpse.
Oh,
Mainly to see if it's going to leap up at us, but more importantly to see if it has anything of identification or such on it.
Should we go back and get the other bear trap? Is evidence
a
as well?
wallet. Maybe it's got a license on it.
We can get it on the way out.
Yeah, okay.
About how old and weather-worn does the bear trap look?
It seems to have. Actually, give me a survival check for that.
Well, does she have blacksmithing tools?
I literally have any tool I possibly could ever need.
Yeah,
Yeah, but are you skilled in them?
if you're professional.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm skilled in a thieves, tinker, and cartographer.
Yeah, so I was bringing it up
Yeah.
for because then you could use your metallurgist knowledge, but you
Yeah.
don't have it.
Thieves and tinker tools
Yeah.
would also work.
It's okay. I
But
think she's fine.
it's fine, yeah. Yeah, you get the feeling the trap was probably set up around the time the village was abandoned. And this guy was caught couple months after the town was abandoned.
Well, he's been dead a while, and this bear trap was after the town had been abandoned.
So it's possible that they set those traps up to deter people robbing their houses until they come back.
That would be reasonable.
Why didn't he just cut his leg off and then crawl for help?
I mean, as we've seen from the Three Sisters and all, they are that fucking hostile to out-of-towners. This seems like a perfectly reasonable way they'd welcome any foreigner.
Mhm.
The reason why, Grayson, this guy was just a major pussy.
Yeah.
So, his pockets? Anything on?
Yes, I assume you are looting his. Looting the
Checking
corpse.
over to who he is, if there's any clue there.
I don't think. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think looting is such a strong word. Borrowing.
Yeah, there's.
What's he gonna do? Haunt us?
Make use of
Yeah,
resources we have found.
He does seem to carry an unusual amount of jewelry around. Among those, necklace with a turquoise inlaid in it, around 100 gold. 56 gold coins. A small silver pocket knife that's around 25 gold. A set of thieves' tools. And something, and another amulet that looks more kind of like a stone idol, shaped like a frog or a toad, bound on a leather necklace.
We just put all this in evidence for now? Except for the gold, of course.
Can I hold up the little frog necklace and look at Ilfrin, friend ears?
What?
Hold up the frog talisman or necklace, just kind of look at him, joking with friend ears.
No. I don't do frogs.
I heard if you kiss them, they turn into princes sometimes.
You can kiss all of the frogs you want, Johnny.
Not the brightly coloured ones.
Oh, those are
Read
the
in a
most fun.
storybook
Those with a little
once,
bit of
there was
ale.
this strange stream in a village. It changed their sexual preferences. Don't know why they included this in the book.
Besides, everyone knows dwarves are entirely immune to poison.
Completely immune, drink this.
Completely.
So I guess we continue walking.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need his body for
Okay.
evidence.
No, it's just a thief who got caught in the traps, which is probably their intended purpose.
We're gonna continue walking. I'm gonna make sure Johnny 2 stays in front of me so he hits the trap and not me.
Yeah,
he's like a
let's have
minesweeper.
Johnny 2 walk first.
Use
Yeah.
Johnny 2 as a minesweeper.
He's just running back and forth the whole time, left and right serpentine.
He can do
You're
30
the
feet
can-
per turn.
He's the canary. If he goes poof, we leave.
Jeff
Just-
follows behind.
Oh man,
But
yeah,
he's
we could
less-
be using Jeff too.
He's less
like,
pleased about it than Johnny 2 is.
Yeah, but he's also unable to bleed, so
Yeah, he's a
is he
stone.
even small enough to get caught in a bear trap? I mean, I assume he's got some meaty feet on
Well,
him.
he just has to step on it.
Yeah, bear traps
But
are big.
Yeah, I guess.
they catch bears.
Yeah, but no, you don't say.
Would you guys object to Johnny wearing the turquoise necklace on account of it being a rock? We can sell it later.
Well, it's the fact that we might not be selling this. We might be giving it back to their possible owners.
Well, I'll hold on to it for now.
Just make sure to take it off once we get back to Lepidstadt.
Okay, I'll put it in the bag, actually. It's probably for the best.
What kind of pocket knife? Is this like a switchblade? Is this something I can play with while we're walking? Yeah.
I don't know. It says pocket knife, so I guess
Alright.
that's kind of letter opener size.
No. So, it's not like a switchblade. Butterfly knife.
Yeah, nice wee froggy rope.
No, just a general.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a knife you use for things
Oh.
like cutting apples.
Oh, wish I had an apple.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
You do arrive at... This was... Elsa's house, yeah.
Yep.
The child that was carried over by the beast.
We have you surrounded.
It is getting darker, but there's still some sunlight left. And there seems to be nothing going on in this.
It's a shame I don't have thaumaturgy. Come out with your hands up.
Now, this is a perfect opportunity to apply a lesson that has been learned earlier in the day.
Pull, don't push.
Check if it's open first.
With my foot.
You push and then you pull. See if it comes open. Make sure to jiggle the handle as well.
I throw Ilfrin at the door to see if it moves.
No, you don't.
He thuds against it. Must be a pole. He walks forward.
Right.
You're not throwing Ilfrin. Ilfrin refuses to be thrown.
Right, let's make this a practical demonstration then as Kelworn walks up to check the door, jiggling the handle while pushing and or pulling in alternating
Johnny will get his face
phases.
very close.
It is
very
locked.
intensely.
And we watch as the door slides downward.
Yep.
Can I kick this one? Can I kick this one?
Well, why don't we go a bit more subtle here? Sybil, you've got the fine tools, don't you?
He goes to open the door and it kind of just slides down through the floor.
It just falls off the hinges.
Got you.
On you go, Doran. Have a wee fiddle.
There we go.
Yeah, the door springs open.
There you go.
Ease.
You did it.
As you can see, if you resort to crime, things work out fine.
Well, how else
Is
are you
that-
supposed to get into ancient tombs?
Unless you're that guy that got his leg trapped in a bear trap.
Wait a minute.
I don't think that's the lesson we should take from this.
I should have remembered. Sybil used to pick locks instead of me punching things. That used to happen every once in a while.
A subtle
Six.
hand prevents a sprained wrist.
Sybil mentions a tomb, and now
Like a
Grayson's thinking. Now Grayson's thinking about books.
Just walk into the room.
He's lost in thought. When is
Yeah.
it? When does it
Il-
turn
Ilfrin
from
runs
grave
into
robbing
the
to
room.
archaeological digging?
He certainly
Is there a time-
does.
Is there a time limit on that, or?
Also helped a wee bit during certain certain testings of unusual equipment that was for recreational purposes only.
The room is, well, the house as a whole seems equally abandoned, like the previous one. With
Alright,
things
last-
set in place, seemingly prepared for someone to return, or at least to be sold or something. Not ransacked
All right,
yet.
no hugging this time. Got it? You clear? Good.
So I'd like to point out, last time it was when we got the planchette out that we wrote tax, so let's try to recreate that.
It's getting battle positions. Are we going to try to talk to this one again, or just go straight to the punching?
An attempt should be made, but then use of force.
Got it.
Right. So, who is setting up to do the seance?
Probably the same crew.
Yeah,
No,
the Expendables.
He puts on.
I
his
did
one
my
glove.
duty.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
this again.
And
I'm
I
doing
assume
it.
this time everyone keeps an eye out for anyone else to appear.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
Nope,
believe in
Kelborn
ghosts.
goes find a good chair first. As they're sitting down, waiting
Right.
for perfect silence, there's a pop of a cork.
It's
Kelmorn.
kind of like Men in Black. Like it's completely silent. They're all taking the test. You just hear Kelmorn's chair.
You all give me perception checks then.
Yeah.
I'll put my disadvantage because it's quite a cheeky Lafitte.
Blind.
Yeah, it is dark.
Because Roll20 hates you. See? I wasted. I got 100.
Well, you two are in the
so-
seance, so you wouldn't be that alert. have a fine
Went from
excuse.
100
Yeah, but
to
I-
a 1.
Yeah, but I already rolled 100, so I think I'm done for the night.
No, you see, he didn't
Oh,
roll
no.
100. Roll20 gave him 1 and 2 zeros.
What? it thinks it can. It knows it can give those to me, so I fooled it.
Johnny, Sybil. Yeah, Johnny and Sybil see the ghost approaching Calmon from behind as he takes a swig. Yeah, you can recreate initiative.
Alright.
Wait, kids can't drink. Calamorn.
Yes, it tries to steal his bottle.
Silly cleric tricks are for kids.
I go tomorrow.
Nice.
Helmore and her lover is in
Okay,
danger.
this
Sybil
time,
leaps
child.
into action next week.
That
I
is
will
the most
just
different tool.
recreate
There.
this.
There.
Isn't it helpful that you didn't have to adjust? It was very happy to spit out that crap initiative once again.
Ghost Child is fast.
We can't see. Is Ghost? Oh, there she is. Okay. I couldn't see her because my thing was dumb.
So Grayson.
Doesn't see a thing
Does
apart
get-
from his knuckles.
Alright, I use my free action
Yeah.
to shout. Ghost!
No, it's a spirit.
It's behind you.
It's
Because
a
in D&D
specter.
Because in D&D, yelling, crying, whispering sweet nothings, and having a chat requires no action at all.
I love the distinction. Whispering sweet nothings. It's in there. It's in the book.
My characters have made use of that, yes.
But no singing.
Well, is Grayson going to whisper sweet nothings to the Ghost Child?
What?
I don't know. Is this like open space?
Well, we're in the room.
Yeah.
It's assumption.
Yeah.
I
Assuming
didn't know
we
if
can
we
all
were
fight it.
visualizing like okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, then we'll just assume.
it's not going to require that specifics. That much specifics.
I just
mean,
got skipped.
it's a single.
Yep.
Yes,
Oh,
you
did.
wait. Surprise rounds. Do they?
Yeah, it would have just been the ghost, then we cycle through again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there were people who noticed the ghost.
Not Grayson.
No, I rolled a 1.
Oh, right. The boss initiative. Okay, which one was the perception? Sybil and Johnny were it. Yeah. Ghost. Yeah.
Hi, Ghost.
Jesus, Johnny is even further down than Sybil.
Yeah.
Pog was also not alert.
Yes, that is actually
But Jeff, right on there.
attack.
Except he can't do
hits.
much on his own turn.
DC 12 con save, please.
Yeah, from my side, okay. The very
Yeah, you
first
make it.
time it has worked.
And you take 8 necrotic.
Give them sort of temp HP. Ooh.
Oh, Sybil.
You could have touched the bottle instead. It would have given us a nice chill.
It touched the bottle. Through your head. You can feel the cold in your teeth. Sybil?
I disengage.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Thanks, love.
Johnny.
So it's just assumed I'm in range I can hit, right?
Yes.
Cool. Let's see if I can kill it in one turn. I think I possibly can. First punch.
Hit.
Then I'll
Yes.
use the Unleash Incarnation to give one more from the other guy.
All right. Hits.
Okay. Then I'm gonna Action Surge, punch again.
Mhm. Yes.
Then I'm gonna use another Unleash Incarnation to punch again with him.
Yes, hits.
And then I'm gonna bonus action punch one more time. Oh, actually, I had the bonus action to use Action Surge. Never mind.
Yeah, I would have missed anyway.
Wouldn't have mattered anyway. There you go. Good burn.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage. Well, Carmon's turn then.
Johnny Readymade, title of expert child puncher.
That was his name in the ring. Child Punch.
Well, I finish my sip of wine and then take a look at the face. Is this another malicious spirit?
Yes, it is.
Yes, Johnny is a malicious spirit.
I mean, yes, technically not wrong.
Right, you wee bent. You can fuck right off and stop that now. We are busy here helping you out. I'll rise from his chair, set the wine bottle down, and fucking have at her. Let's see.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Yeah, again, I'll hold off on the flourish. Oh no, actually,
Alright.
I will use one to do a. Let's see here, the mobile flourish. I can push the target up to 5 feet away from me. It also takes extra damage due to Bardic Inspiration dice, so 1 extra point.
Alright.
Mobile flourish. You pull out your cell phone and flip it open.
And then I just step back a wee bit to give people space. That's my turn.
Alright. It loses cohesion. Grayson.
I want to make it lose more cohesion.
It does hit.
So that's all electrical damage. 13 points of it.
Right. Ah, that's the cantrip.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
It turns everything to electrical damage.
Sure thing.
I mean, I could have just lit it on fire again. That was the old main. This is the new main. But I saw how Sybil shocked the last one, so I went for it.
Okay. Are you sure this is worded like that? That it doesn't say another target for the lightning damage? Because it says jumps to a creature.
Is this one? Oh, is this the one that jumps against one creature in the spell's area? Jumps to a creature you choose. Oh shit! Yeah, this one jumps. Okay, then just the. Then in that case,
it seems weirdly worded. I mean, I know it's Unearthed Arcana. I feel like this should work like
It's
Green Flame Blade.
It's not
but
Arcana.
no,
It's Valdia's Spire.
Just take the. I didn't mean to click that. Just take the base damage of 7 then.
All
7
right.
piercing. See, I thought it worked differently than Green Flame Blade, but I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't say that it leaps from the target. It just says within 5 feet of the target, which then implies it kind of has to do with the target.
Yeah.
So if you copy pasted it, it was just probably worded poorly because of the corner.
I just
So,
imported all this from 5e tools, but yeah.
No, that is the exact wording of it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
imported. But
Yes, it was. It is not waterproof in its wording.
Okay, well, either way. Come at me, Ghost.
Yes, I suppose it will come at you. And I assume a 14 does not hit.
Correct.
Alright, Pog.
Let's see. Is there a amusing way I could kill it or not? Nah. Let's go for big number.
That is a hit.
You did it. Nice.
It's actually adding it.
Yes, that definitely hurt.
Agonizing Blast is such a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I
almost
see.
a must
So-
take at this point.
Anything else? Oh, yeah. That makes it gone.
Ghost on
Hooray.
ghost violence.
You murdered a child. How does that make you feel?
I didn't kill it. A long dead person did.
You re-deaded it.
Yes, dead versus dead.
Uh,
Can you really blame the undead for fighting amongst each other? Humans do it all the time.
All right, are you ready to have a seance with the girl that we just killed?
Wee!
this adventure is fucked.
Yeah, Frisk, sir. Might you have another burst of temp HP?
Oh, very well.
Thank you greatly. Perfect. It's the
Alright.
politeness. No one else gets as high temp HP as Kellamore does on a regular basis. Alright, on yous go, as he swigs his wine again.
Yeah,
I'll start
you,
carrying those.
you do start doing your seance. And eventually you do finish it. And what will be the questions?
Did we decide it was...
Who does number 2 work for?
What killed you?
Good start, yeah.
Alright. Do give me a 1d100 and save.
Oh, 1d100 and what save?
Yeah,
What save?
a wisdom save.
Okay.
Alright. You roll good enough for both. And it spells out bad ghost man.
Oh!
Same old story, ghosts killing ghosts.
Well, no, it's just that's not the beast. He is very much a corporeal being.
In a way, too corporeal. I'm pretty sure he uses multiple bodies in his construction.
I knew a bodybuilder once.
So, as said, we've got a malicious ghost or some sort of supernatural being.
I mean, I'm gonna play the D&D version of Devil's Advocate here. What makes you think there wasn't a ghost placed in the creature similar to Jeff here?
I mean, this is a setting that has actual devils, so I'm pretty sure they have the phrase devil's advocate.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, then we'll go with it. So, just trying to, not saying you're wrong, just trying to cover all bases here.
I mean, how would a child identify if that was the case? She would just think it was a weird thing.
Okay, should we ask why the beast why the beast brought her back?
Or we could ask where. Where was she killed? Because she weren't killed in her
that's a good
house.
Only one of them was.
Good idea. Yeah, where was she killed?
So who's asking the question?
Probably be Grayson if I had to guess.
Oh, you're not in on this?
I already asked my question.
Already asked. Okay, so yeah, I'll ask where they were killed.
A 1d100 and a voice save. All right. Yeah, you make the save. And it answers outside.
That wasn't very helpful.
Other Johnny, check the perimeter.
I mean, we could search around town. There's a little bit of daylight left, right?
Should we ask?
At this point, it's getting. It's pretty much twilight. You know, the sun's already behind the horizon, but there's still some leftover light coming over.
Sparkling vampires. They're coming from the woods.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I have dark vision. I'll check the yard at least around the house, just sort of the perimeter of the house. Yeah, I won't go too far.
Yeah. No, there is nothing. Although, roll me a D100, and possibly a perception check.
Yes, the answer to the life universe. Nice.
You do not wander into a bear trap, even though you can't see shit.
You do have dark vision.
Yes.
You're too fixated on looking for little girl.
You're not paying attention.
You forgot about the traps.
Yeah.
I'd take this one for evidence too. Actually, probably not. Don't need this.
Yes, this was a not very helpful answer, unfortunately.
Maybe we should now ask about.
You could ask if they killed any of the other kids.
Yeah, this was the child that was brought back by the beast specifically.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it was because she said who. It was the ghost man that killed her. So I assume it's probably a ghost man elsewhere. Should we just ask?
I could just ask, where is the ghost man?
Yeah.
She's gonna say outside again.
What about something more descriptive? Like, what she saw, maybe?
Still only a kid, though. She's still got to be able to process it. If we could just find out where he is, that'd be handy.
Maybe we could ask. No, there's a lot of things. Maybe where she liked to play, if that's where it happened. But we don't know that.
Or if he had a name. Don't know. It's a tricky one, this. I'd like to track down where it might have happened, but I don't think she's gonna know.
I mean, where is the ghost man, or no, something like that maybe, but it's not kind of the same question.
Maybe we could ask her where outside she was killed?
What about if there was anyone else there at the time besides her and the ghost man?
Oh. That could work.
It could just be a no, but might, won't rule out the beast. He's not a ghost man, and he also wasn't there.
He might have been there, though. After all, he found her.
Might have been later.
He's not that clued into what he's been doing, though.
Right, but if he wasn't there when she was killed, it's possible he just came and found the body afterwards and wanted to return it, do the right thing.
It's a long journey back just to find out about it.
Why don't we just ask if he was there?
What if anyone was there?
Yeah,
Besides her.
was anybody there besides the ghost man?
Maybe better off to find out where, but sure, go ahead.
Well, she said outside. That's the main thing, is if she's not being helpful.
We'll ask the rest
Is there
of
a
the
better
kids.
way to ask her where?
I mean, we can always ask the rest of the kids.
Yeah.
All right. Who will be asking that question?
Be Johnny then.
I thought Pog was doing this.
No, he sat
Yeah,
out.
Johnny's up.
Yeah.
So what are we going for exactly? How do we want to word this?
Was anybody besides the ghost man there when you died?
Doesn't necessarily. If she just says yes, it doesn't necessarily rule out the beast.
Oh, what was? Yeah.
Do we care more about trying to find the culprit of whoever actually is behind this stuff, or trying to get the beast off of his charges?
We're looking for both.
Do we have consensus on if anyone else was there?
If we ask if anybody else was there, then theoretically we could try asking the other kids for a name or description.
Okay, it's true. Assuming they all died in the same place, which I think is likely.
So is everybody okay with this?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Okay, Elsa. Was anyone else there besides you and the ghost man when you were killed?
With save and 1d100.
That's better than last time.
Solid passing grade there, Johnny.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Well, thank you very much, Elsa. Please go rest or whatever.
All right. The seance ends. And you're left in a dark house.
Oh, we got a little bit of useful information there.
Alright, well, we found out the initial culprit. We just need to fucking track him down. Oh. OBS having an issue here. Let's see.
Yeah, I can hear you.
There we go.
There we go.
Our grandpa sneezed and the internet went out. It was terrible.
Okay, I was looking for the description of that horn, that item that we got from the Carnies during the Carney interlude.
Mhm.
What's the duration that it records, or records a sound?
You mean how
The
long?
thunder wave, yeah.
How long
'Cause-
does it retain
That-
something recorded?
Well, or would I have been
For
able to
24
get?
hours.
Okay, and would I have been able to record the question and answer from that ghost while
Well, the problem is
standing?
the planchette.
Yeah, you could have recorded the questions. However, the answer would some scratching of the planchettes over the board.
So it was the auditory portion was just
Mental. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What it spells out on the board.
Well, we could probably record all the questions, because I assume we would have had that discussion before we actually did the seance.
Doesn't help if we don't have an answer, though.
Yeah, that's not really admissible as like, oh yeah, we talked to a ghost. What did it say? Well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not an
It
unusual
kind of
thing.
is. I mean, they could go do the questions themselves.
But they won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They could have done all this themselves.
They could, but
Right, shall we
But
go
they
beat up
aren't
another
Burn that
child?
fucker.
do you actually say it like that?
Yes.
I suppose we have to.
I mean, when you put it like that.
Let's go check with Kieran's house.
When's the trial tomorrow start? Is it, you said 10 or is it noon?
It'll be tomorrow.
Yeah,
but
tomorrow,
early
the
in the
next
morning.
day at 10 p.m. A.m.
Okay.
We'll just have to fucking wait until the defense lawyer is there.
Not like he's gonna say anything.
I wasn't talking about him. Somebody the one actually putting forth a case over the defense. Me.
That'd be you.
Yes, there you go.
Could send other Johnny up there to do it. He can't even talk. He might win.
He can't even get 30 feet away from you.
I'll just sit underneath the, like in the little bottom of the stand.
Right, the Kieran's house then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do go there. The ghost does not go with you, the dead one.
All ghosts are dead.
No, some are undead. You could pass by the chapel here. Also give me 2d100s.
I'll roll one.
I'm not rolling. Somebody else do it.
I just
I'm
did 2.
cursed.
Sybil, you haven't rolled one yet.
D100?
Yes.
74.
Yeah. Nothing else crosses your path. Something iron and snappy. And you also manage to avoid a bit of quicksand on your way to this house.
This place is a shithole.
No wonder they abandoned it.
Maybe the ghost was just an excuse they finally needed.
I need to get somewhere more fucking sunny and bright and tropical.
Yeah.
Barovia's quite nice.
And the
Technically it is,
What?
if we're using the epilogue of what we did.
And they walk into the
Schultz.
mansion. Rum Tum Tugger. What the hell happened here?
Right in the foyer, never dispelled.
Well, Strahd's gone, but I can't explain this. As he points
There's
to
a-
the cats.
There's a bunch. Usually there's like a crowd of adventurers who just want to go in and pick it clean, not realizing it already has been. So one kobold during the night will run into the foyer to trigger the song and scare the shit out of them.
He died. This little heart couldn't handle it.
No,
Thing
no,
is, I used the modern.
the kobold knows it full well. He runs out to trigger it to scare the adventurers.
Thing is, I used the modern version.
I
So it's even
know, you
worse.
used the scary version.
People just wondering why the fuck did anyone see a tabaxi that looks like that? Why was it not killed at birth?
Yeah, you do approach the house. This one has actually been secured extra with the door being nailed shut,
Okay.
windows barred completely.
Well, that's going to be a bit tedious, but we might as well get involved. Johnny, you've got a pry bar, haven't you?
Yeah, something we could use is one. I have that fishing rod. It's
No,
pretty much unbreakable.
you're bound to have a pry bar, surely. Not using a fucking
Like-
fishing rod to pull out nails.
You could. I have a hammer actually we could use the back of.
That sounds great.
That's exactly what the back of a hammer is used for.
Johnny
Yes,
goes
well
into
done.
battle with a dwarf warrior-sized claw hammer.
I mean, it wouldn't make a bad weapon.
Yeah, it's like all the great effects of a pick and the utility of a hammer.
It's separated just wide enough. You know, he's based it on a human's eyes, so he can use the pick to gouge eyes out.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, elven eyes. Come on, he's a dwarf.
Oh yeah. So then it can still be used as a claw because their eyes are like really close to each other, right?
Not,
So it's still
not if you
work.
go by 3rd edition. They were fucking moon-eyed. They're terrifying creatures.
I don't remember looking that creepy, but I just know the sketch drawing in the player's handbook. I don't remember looking that bad. Oh, they're not like Warhammer elves where they have like the black eyes. Oof.
Right, let's get to work putting this open.
Yeah. Give me a strength check just to see how long it takes. You will manage it eventually, I assume, if you try hard enough. Yeah, you managed to break it up open surprisingly fast.
Nice.
Oh yeah, she was in the starter set. I remember that character.
Damn, I just
Yeah.
realised we didn't put the lesson for. We didn't check if it was locked. As all the
I'll
nails
check
come
now.
rattling out.
This could have been a teaching moment.
Better late than never. Let's check.
Seems pretty open, actually. I don't think it was all that well done.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Right, then we
Yeah,
go.
so as you do get inside, it is all also very neatly prepared for a clear return. There's even some candles set up for to easily light the room.
We do so. And then, come on out, you wee shit! We're here to help you, but first we gotta beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, no response.
Right, well,
There
everyone
are
knows to
some
be
stairs
weapons.
leading upstairs.
Well, for now, we'll just chase it out, so. Everyone, weapons ready? All keen? All alert? Let's
Sure.
see, there's only a couple of us that can ask questions still, so it'll be myself, Sybil. Mr. Pog, did you get a chance to ask a question?
Not yet.
Well, I believe that's us three then. Right, well, let us assemble the board, stick the planchette in place. And wait for this fucker to try and ambush us, so make sure to light it up. Yeah, we get the seance going.
Alright.
Or we try to.
Mm-hmm.
I'll leave Jeff instructions to, if everyone else starts lighting up a
See,
ghost,
one
feel free to punch.
Let me check real quick. Was it the planchette itself that can be used only once per day, or the?
Well, if it is, then we've massively overused it.
Fuck it, I'll allow it. You can use it again this time because it hasn't been used in a while.
It's also just a case of if we could only ask one question per day, fucking hell.
There's the thing. This is the cheapest version there is. There are upgraded versions which allow you more questions, more probability of it being true, but also harder with saves. you have a brass spirit planchette. There are also cold iron one, silver. The silver one, for example, the best one allows 5 questions per use. So yeah, you have the shitty off-brand board and planchette.
So people question the existence of ghosts, but they do offer in their stores upgrades to your planchette.
No, I
Guess we
wouldn't
should
say they
invest.
doubt the existence of ghosts. More that they're actually here.
So the leopards won't eat my face, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know about alligators, but I've never personally seen one. But I still believe they exist.
Ask Ilfrin.
They do exist.
Alligators exist.
No, I mean
I think I
about
saw one time.
if cougars, if leopards will eat Grayson's face. He
Yes.
seemed to doubt it.
I mean,
Yeah, they will.
technically, they could eat anything. If it's
Okay,
easy enough
so
to get meat.
let's get ready for the ghosty attack.
I channel a ray of frost.
Yeah,
You know, you'd think if you were going to help someone find eternal rest, they'd want you to do so.
In general, if you'd help someone, you'd think they'd be cooperative. That has not been the
Exactly.
case in our current history.
Mhm.
Even our client, the Beast,
So-
has not been all that helpful.
So, Sybil, Pog, and Kelmon are preparing the seance.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing.
Yes.
Alright. And assuming everyone takes watch, give me some
Mhm.
perception checks.
Holding a ray of frost. Dude, that's performance.
Hell yeah.
And we know to keep our eyes out because this has happened multiple times now.
My hand is
Notice the
cold.
flask in the corner.
Why is my hand cold? Oh, right, the ray of frost.
You can let go of it, man.
Spirits, are ye here? Pop of cork. Ah, there you are.
No, I said I would hold it as his thumb starts turning blue.
I'd hate to have to amputate, but we have all these bear traps.
Well, thankfully, I probably see it.
Way to go, Pog.
Yes. Grayson and Kelmon also see it, as does
Oh,
the
wow.
Ancient Companion. And actually, Ilfrin notices also something that hasn't been before. Droning of some sort of insect wing or insect
Oh,
and
bloody
a
hell.
sickly sweet stench of decay.
Could have been upstairs.
What's if you're particularly sighing, Pio?
It's droning wings. It's gonna be the Piper again.
No, no.
Will it be
no,
the
no.
Piper again?
No,
Find out
Scourges
next
aren't
time.
insectoids.
Dragon
This is more
Bone.
likely to be some form of Candyman.
So just not the
Oh,
beast.
that was a
What?
good
What
movie.
the fuck, man?
3.14159.
Oh, right. Where's my fucking token?
There is also the question, would you like to do this combat now or next time?
Probably next time.
Yeah,
we
I have
are
to wake up early.
Yeah, we have 7 minutes left in the session.
Yeah, we were gonna end it
Yeah.
in 7 minutes. But
Yeah.
it's past 11 o'clock and I gotta get Rena to work tomorrow.
Alright then.
Good
Should we roll
stopping.
initiative next time?
As a thing appears.
There's no way they just left her body up there, right?
Here we go.
No,
Because it's just the
you
exact
passed
amount
it.
of time.
You passed the chapel, by the way.
Okay.
This thing appears.
We didn't know there was a chapel.
Big one in the middle,
Ah.
I guess.
Didn't
Chapel
I
of
say it?
Love.
You
No,
said it
didn't
was
I
like a
say it?
house.
All
yeah.
right. Yeah, this is also the chapel where it's also a graveyard, so this would be presumably where children would have been buried.
Oh, we should go there later.
But yes, this thing appears in addition
You
to.
must bring them all back together. In time for the party. Right, Ilfrin?
Alright, now to click the button.